And welcome everybody across the fruited plains and around the globe. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. Good evening. Friday Night Lights is back on the menu as the Canyon Lake Hawks take to the road and go down to meet the Jourdanton Indians. Good evening and thank you for joining us. This is Corey Martelli, Darren LeSurgeon, LJ Anderson, and we are the voice of the Hawks. Friday Night Lights is on the menu, and it is going to be a non-district play as the 2-1 Canyon Lake Hawks come into Indian Stadium and take on the 2-1 Indians in a very high school rich environment here in the South Texas town of Jourdanton. We're glad to be here. Thank you everybody for joining us. We want to thank Comal ISD as well as Canyon Lake High School for supporting us here and becoming the voice of the Hawks in our 5 years. So good to be here out under the stars again. We're out on the veranda. That's 2 weekends in a row. One Belleville, now Jourdanton, and
Beeville.
Hey, Beeville. Did I say it again?
You said Belleville. One more time.
One more time. It's stuck in my head like a bad Van Halen music or something. But it's good to be here out, LJ, Darren's over here working the boards, producing the shows, giving everything. We've got a cameraman tonight. His name is TJ. TJ's working the camera over there. And we got a lot of new toys, which means more wires, right? It means more hookups, more things,
yeah.
More power. We've got dilithium crystals and all kinds of nuclear power generating our substances here today for Darren to work with. He's doing a good job. On my right is LJ Anderson. He'll be doing all your color commentation and general football knowledge, and glad to have him on board. There's always some kind of story that comes out of him, some kind of.
I'm always good for a one-liner or 12.
yeah, Baker doesn't, Bob. So glad to be back here. Welcome everybody again, Darren. Here we are, 5th year, 4th game in already.
I can't believe it. Last week we were at Beeville. Weather conditions were probably pretty optimal. Today we've got a bit of a strong breeze. We're going to be fighting it all night on the mic, so we apologize for that. But no, it should be a good game tonight. Jourdanton Indians are no joke. They're a 3A school, but they're pretty talented.
They are. They've got a quarterback. His name is Andrus. Coach Andrus is the head coach here, and the offensive quarterback is Conway. We'll talk a little bit about that here in a moment. But, number 7, Andrus, he's already thrown over 1,000 yards in 3 games. He's got 4 wide receivers. They're racking up the points. They run the spread offense, and I'll tell you what, it's a good town for football and a good coach-son combination, and they've proven their point by taking some pretty big heavyweights on in the non-district schedule. So, LJ, nice digs here, right? Nice, beautiful day.
Yeah, once again, up in the deer blind. We're facing a nice, brisk, northeasterly wind that's right in our face.
Yeah.
Probably could blow a thumping marble through a pixie straw, but we
that's one.
We're going to survive it, no problem. And we have the best seat in the house. We're going to get to watch, right here on the 50 from high above, down upon the birds and looking through the birds onto the football field to watch the Canyon Lake Hawks take charge.
Yeah, it's a beautiful perch, as you said, looking off to the west over here. We can see probably I don't know, 80 miles, 60 miles, as far as you can. We're probably about 5 stories up. It's a good perch, as you said. So good night for football here. I'm sure the wind will calm a little. Probably got about a 15-knot wind in our face, but hopefully that won't bar us doing our job here for Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Canyon Lake High School Hawk Nation out there. We got about 50 people across the stands over there, and they'll be joining us here momentarily. I'm already getting text and information. People are on their way, but nice little drive down here, about an hour and 40 minutes, hour 10 minutes.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Door to door.
Door to door. Okay, not bad at all. I came from I'm in Lytle this weekend and hanging out with some of my friends. Those guys.
So you came over. You made the drive down yesterday.
Yeah, I made the drive down to Lytle, and I get together. A place called the Annual Ale down there with a bunch of people, men, very strange men. Work furlough program. Maybe weekend. They're out on furlough for the weekend. Most of them at a dilly.
Yep, I understand.
Yeah, they're a rough crowd. And
they are your friends.
Well,
enough said.
Yeah, we're going to leave it right there. I mean. Anyway, we're here to play football tonight, and it's going to be a heck of a game. We're going to take a quick break here in just a minute. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 2 philosophies of offenses here. We've got the spread, shotgun, throw the ball 70-30 against the pounded-out slot T mafia grinding game for Canyon Lake. And we'll go into depth with LJ stories on the Jourdanton Indians. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting. We'll be right back. Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet. Sorry.
You can't do that to me, Corey. You got to give me time to be ready, man.
Well,
so
that's my bad.
He's just he's so excited. He's going straight to commercial.
Commercial, But no, we'll have a good story. There's a good offensive coordinator matchup here tonight against 2 old friends, and I'll talk a little bit about that if LJ doesn't cover it, because LJ gets in depth.
Let's go to commercial.
Okay.
What do you say?
We'll be right back.
We'll go to commercial.
Thank you.
Here.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
Hey Hawk fans, did you know that not only is Hawk Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country. If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hawk Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hawks! Whether you are needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AmCap Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 129122.
And we're back, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, coming to you from Jourdanton, Texas, home of the Indians and Indian Stadium. And Canyon Lake Broadcasting is down here on the 4th weekend of non-district football. Play at 2-1. They'll match up a very aggressive, very powerful team tonight. Don't let the fact that they are 3A Division I fool anybody out there. They've got them big. They got big boys down here, and they know how to play football. They've got a passing attack that is on fire.
They absolutely do, and they throw it like 70% of the time, Corey. So this is an offense that basically devised by Coach Andrus, but executed to perfection by his offensive coordinator. And there's a heck of a story with all of these coaches, and once again we have
another intertwined.
We got another intertwined deal. So Coach Andrus, he graduated from Jourdanton High School in 1994. Played tight end for a couple years at Sul Ross, and then graduated from A&M Kingsville.
Okay.
He subsequently coached at Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. At the same time, our very own Troy Moses was coaching in Beeville, and they were president, vice president, I don't know who was which, of the Gulf Coast Coaches Association.
All right.
Troy Moses graduated from Kingsville High, Kingsville A&M. And graduated from Kingsville A&M, where he ran track with the offensive coordinator and head baseball coach, John Conway. And these guys, while different in philosophy, their beliefs in winning are the same, and they are cut from the same cloth. And they both run exceptional programs. We're going to see a lot of pass tonight, and it really comes out of a pro set. They're going to run a zone read, and executing that zone read is going to be the very quarterback, who's also named as Andrus. Number 7, Cole Andrus, is a senior this year. This kid can flat out throw the football. He'll move around in the pocket. He's got great feet. He doesn't run a lot, but he can scramble, and he makes plays go longer and people get open. Throwing for 420 yards a game this year. And, you know, coming back from last year where it was MVP in 2019 for his district with over 3,500 yards passing.
He's well on his way.
He's well on his way. He's got a favorite target, Gerald Lilly, number 6. You'll hear his name a lot. 950 yards, 11 TDs last year. This year he's already over 457 yards this year and 4 TDs. But he's got a slate of people behind him. You'll see him go into a 2-pack set. So the personnel package is going to either be a 10 or a 20, where they'll have 1 or 2 running backs, no tight ends. They never have tight ends. Everybody's on a streak. Cordova and their big guy, Aiden Borth, running back, who also almost ran for 1,000 yards last year. On defense, one guy, number 5, a linebacker, number 6. He's a senior, Brett Berg, 125 tackles. Everybody else had less than half of the number of tackles he had last year.
He'll be all over the field.
And he'll be all over the place. So on their defense, they run a 3-4-4, so they'll have a 30 front. But they bring up a linebacker up on the line of scrimmage, stand him up, stack the backers, and then basically pull in the corners on the edge. So, again, slot T offense, they're going to stack the box. You'll see 8 to 10 people in the box probably for the entirety of the game. If we drop back into a pro set, you're going to see, look for number 11. He likes to scrape on that linebacker side and blitz. They don't have any really fancy blitzes or twists. They will blitz linebackers every other play.
Well done. That is a good offensive and defensive look in the integral part of the coaches knowing everybody, you know, growing up, doing their college thing, and ending up playing against each other on a Friday night. That's good football.
Well, Moses talked about relationships in the coach's corner and how important it is that you develop those relationships, and he's done a good job of following up, staying with coaches. A lot of the reason we played Beeville this year was because of the Andrus Moses relationship, and we were just glad to have that happen.
Yeah, that definitely is. And so here we are at the game number 4. That's going to be a rough game for Canyon Lake as far as passing. The secondary is going to get their test. And there's 2 Anderson boys in the back playing safeties back there. They'll be your sons. And Hunter and Chase Anderson, they're going to get a workout tonight, as will the corners. And that's going to be Jeremy Green and Tyler Pauly. They're going to have some very tall athletes to be covered in this powerful offense, you know.
Well, the best defense sometimes is a strong offense. So we talk about what was the hallmark of Canyon Lake is ball control. Keep the ball out of the offense's hands. Shorten the game by burning up clock, and hopefully when you play a team like this that has a few more two-way players on it, you wear them down and you take control of the game late in the game.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, because our friends the Indians have 14 sophomores on their field. They're fielding 14 sophomores on their varsity. So they are a young team, and they play a lot of both ways.
Yeah, they do. Jourdanton came down and played Cal Allen. Cal Allen's 4A as well, Division I, and there was at the time ranked 10th, I believe, in the state, and they went out 53-35 on a loss, but gave them a big game. And Cal Allen runs a little bit of the slot offense, kind of more of the wing T aspect, but they are ground and pound offense when they want to be, and so they had their flavor a little bit. It's against that wing T, slot T type offense, but they're going to get their fill tonight by Canyon Lake, and as we all know, the slot T offense and Canyon Lake's modus operandi will be ground and pound 3.5 yards 3 times. Canyon Lake gets inside the 40. They will not punt. They will go for it.
They will, and with the wind blowing like it is today, there's a lot of things that can happen that are generally bad on special teams, so we're going to have to really play ball control, make smart decisions.
Battle of the trenches is key to this game and keeping their offense off the field, and the boys up front will be doing the job. That'd be Crisp at center, Garcia playing strong guard, quick guard will be out there, will be Teutsch, and on his right side I believe is Harwell playing tackle. On the other side we've got Tenzio playing the backside of McMullen, the quarterback. He'll be protecting his backside, and then they'll bring in Tanner Schultz as well as Ramey on a big offensive package. In the backfield, Horner will be out. He is our leading rusher. He has an injury, so it'll be interesting to see who they put in the backfield. Something it may be sophomore Moss running the ball tonight, but Macy Patrick Allman, number 5, he came back after injury, played last week as well, and he'll maybe getting the ball, and he's used to running the ball. And then you'll have Ryan Rivali. Rivali will also, he's the speed guy around the ends on your jet sweeps and backside traps. So we'll see what's going to happen in the Canyon Lake backfield, but the trenches is where it's going to be won. If we can roll this ball 3.5, 4, 5 yards a time to get a score, and we get a turnover from their offense, and we score on that turnover, I think we win the game. It's just going to have to be those 6 and 7 minute drives.
Well, there's going to be 2 tests, and one you going into the trenches. They've got 2 people, Emmanuel Lugo, number 55, and Isaac Paredes, number 56, who are downhill football players.
Boy, they are
big and strong, and
I've
they
got
get
them on
in
my
the backfield.
Yeah,
and they penetrate and wreak a lot of havoc. 56 has especially showed up a lot on film. You know, he has disrupted more parties than a whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's got a low center of gravity. He's not tall. He's big, robust. He's thick like the bottom of an oak tree.
That's right.
But they'll play heck moving him off the line. Here is the national anthem played by the Jourdanton band. I'm sorry, this is their school song. But after that, they'll have the colors in the end zone, and we'll go to the national anthem here in just a moment after the school song is played. Got a lot of breeze in our face tonight. That it may play into the deterrent of the Indian offense. I don't think you're going to throw the ball too far in a win like this tonight. Wind may settle down after the sun sets, but you might see that single drop back quick 7-yard button hook out in the flat type passes to get the quarterback comfortable with what he's doing and then build from there. But they do have a win tonight. I doubt Canyon Lake will throw it very much at all. They're going to move to the ground and pound only enough to get the defense off their front line, as you said, when they get 8 guys, 7 guys in the box. So
certainly the wind right now is coming really almost straight across the field. So we'll see what kind of factor it is. I mean, it won't be in their face at any one time, I don't think, unless you get down on the field and it's sort of swirling.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a closed in on this side because they have a bigger stands and a press box, but it's wide open on the other side. And again, this school is perched upon I would say a general slope. Whole town is a little bit. We have a spectacular view all the way around up here. But yeah, it'll be the offensive looking to grind out. Now, Canyon Lake's offense, real quick. Canyon Lake is ground out over 1,000 yards of offense, mostly all running. And I'm sorry, I make that 1,500. 1,500 yards of offense in three games. And the offensive line, give them credit. They have pounded out some big yardage for the running backs to make those gains.
Absolutely. So they have a prolific offense. You know that, and it always starts up front, right? It's just like Canyon Lake. You know, it's the quality of the offensive line. So whoever controls that offense, the trenches, you know, the line will more than likely will win this game.
Yeah, the offense has a 1,500 yards offense in 20 years. Coach Moses, our offensive coordinator, we'll get back to that in just
I think they're still. I don't think they'll play the national anthem until the teams come out.
Yeah,
I think.
okay.
So right now we're still
hear
waiting
that
on
music,
the
and I can't really hear it until it comes to me a
Right.
little delayed. So I apologize, folks.
Yeah,
But,
we got the band down on the field, which they're able to see
Yeah.
down on the field on the TV.
But and that's good camera work again. We got TJ Bain working on the cameras over there. But back to Canyon Lake, their offense is a ground and pound, as everybody knows, and the running backs have made booming runs this year. In 20 years, Coach Moses hadn't seen an offense put that many yards on the sheet, as it were. He said that, and they are also being graded high in their blocking techniques. Usually the grades they get for an offensive line aren't seen till later in the year when they get that more of a rhythm built into their offensive line. He says he's seeing it now. He's comfortable where he is coming into this game against his old college track buddy, coach, the offensive coordinator, Coach Conway. So he's comfortable. I know the running backs are comfortable. Let's just see how the defense can stand this onslaught, which is about to happen from their run and shoot, their pass, their spread, their pro set, whatever you want to call that, right? Just like LJ said, he's on fire, and he knows his offense, an offense run up by Coach Andrews himself. So,
Well, I think one of the things tonight is we're going to be looking at who's going to be carrying the ball for Canyon Lake. They've had a couple of people nicked up. I understand that Jesse Horner will not be in the game tonight. And so, Canyon Lake will have to go deeper into that stable of backs. They've already got two backs that are out. That makes number 3, I think.
Actually, they have 3 that are out.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well,
so it will require probably a carry by committee sort of approach. See a lot of Rivali. You're going to see a lot of Derek Viatric, I suspect.
I suspect, yeah. I might see Moss in there and Alman as well. But like I said, they cannot have any turnovers against this team because they'll get the ball and score. When you cannot play catch-up offense with a team like this when they can score so quick. Canyon Lake's got to get out in front. If we win the toss, we'll take the ball because we won it first to keep their offense off the field. That's usually been the MO here with Coach Strom, our head coach. So got about 7.5 minutes to go, and we're going to get to that in just a minute. The teams are coming on. Actually, Canyon Lake's team is coming on, and then we'll take a commercial break here in just a little while. But before we do all that, tonight's game, again, is 3A versus 4A, two styles of offense, LJ. And I tell you what, I watched the film of them playing the last 3 games that beat Jourdanton, and there's no quit in that defense that they have.
No, there's not. And they fly to the football. And so everything that they've played thus far, especially coming off of last week's win against Pleasanton, was a spread-type offense where, they kind of move the ball around. Also a read-style offense, but they ran a lot. They throw a lot of tunnel screens. And these guys just pick up the reads. They come off of blocks very well. They're very physical. They have won the pad height war in every football game they've played. They're coming off a big win last weekend against Pleasanton. That's the first time
35-7, right?
35-7. That's the first time they've beaten Pleasanton since 1955. So Dwight D. Eisenhower was the president at the time they won last. And that's a big emotional win. So you got to wonder, are they going to be up? Are they looking up for Canyon Lake? But this is a well-coached team. Andrus has not had a losing season since 2004.
Well, that says a lot.
And he is used to winning ways. 2018 he was 10-2, 19 he was 9-3, and he is very familiar with the playoffs. He does not let his teams get down very often, and so you can expect he's going to be up for Canyon Lake. And there's a little bit of a rivalry going on, right?
Sure,
coach versus coach.
Coach versus coach.
Yeah, they're going to be
Two
talking.
offensive coordinators, man.
And Andrus has done a good job about coaching his own son. It's a lot of difference between the field house and the living room.
Oh yeah.
And so,
and to the breakfast table, to the game room. Around the house.
Well, when they get that age, you don't see them anywhere but the feeding table.
That's right. Get them up to the trough. And there's a lot of big boys on Jourdanton. They are a full-size squad. Let me tell you, there's a lot of beef on that front line as they're coming out now. King Lake walking on the field in 2s and 3s. And Canyon Lake, they're in their away game uniforms, all the white, green helmets, green and gold. And here comes Big Red, as they'll say down here sometimes, home of the Indians, all dressed in red. Should be a good game tonight. We're going to probably go to the national anthem here in just a second, as soon as the teams get all lined up, and we'll go to a break real quick. It's Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks.
Hi there, Hawk fans. This is David and Melissa Salcedo coming to you from Meemaw's Tacos. It's our favorite time of the year again, and here at Meemaw's, we love supporting our Hawk athletics. Whether cheering them on the field or court, or feeding their muscles at the shop, we're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast and lunch. Whether you're looking for a simple taco like a bean and cheese, or a crazy fat taco with everything on it, we've got it.
We also serve lunch plates ranging from crispy tacos and enchiladas to flautas and nachos. Not to mention our ever so popular Frito Bandito and our big burrito, the Swamp Chicken. David and I would like to thank the Canyon Lake community for your continued support of our business, and we are proud to be celebrating our 3-year anniversary on September 4th. Thanks, Canyon Lake.
So come early, be loud, and stay late, Hawk fans. The Slot Team Mafia is hunting for dinner.
And be sure to listen for Martelli to give away Meemaw's Tacos gift cards throughout the broadcast.
Go Hawks!
Hey Hawk fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas. So come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
And we're back, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks, coming to you from Jourdanton, Texas, and the Indians welcome the Hawks. Canyon Lake here going to play the fourth game. As we come into the game, welcome everybody. We appreciate y'all being here and all you people across the Fruited Plains and around the globe. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes. The show of the colors are now at the 50-yard line as the Jourdanton band plays our national anthem. National anthem provided to you by the Jourdanton Indian Band there. As the stand will, the people in the stands in the stadium will remain here until the colors leave the field. That's a tradition. And as a prayer is being said.
We pray that they may have lives of courage and conviction. We pray that they may set and achieve a high standard of moral conduct. We pray that they might have goals that reach to heaven. May they face up to disappointment. accept defeat with courage, and be truly humble in victory. We thank you for our We pray for wisdom for those who lead our schools, our government, and safety for those who protect and defend us. We ask this in Christ our Lord. Amen. Let's play football.
All right. Well, that was well done by the Jourdanton Indians and their staff and administration here making things happen for us. We're on the perch, as we say. LJ likes to call it the deer blind. I call it the veranda. Darren, what do you want to call this?
I'm going to call it the, I think the deer blind's the right answer right
now. Yeah, with all the tape,
I'd call it the penthouse, but otherwise,
no.
We're not indoors.
No, we're not indoors.
I've been in my share of verandas, and this ain't one of them.
Trying to put a little flair on things, man.
Yeah, well.
Man, you're killing me, Smalls. Team captain for tonight's game for Canyon Lake is number 62, the tackle Tyler Atenzio. And the team captain, the main team captain for the Indians will be number 24, Adrian Borth. And so here comes the coin flip for the rights to either get the ball or not get the ball, and it'll be kickoff. Canyon Lake will take that ball if we win the toss to keep their offense off the field. But good night. Lights are on now. Here comes a coin flip. Up in the air it goes on the ground. Here we go. And it's going to be that Jourdanton won the toss. And Canyon Lake will kick off, but we'll get it back in the second half. And so Jourdanton's offense is what we'll see, LJ and Darren, right off the bat. We'll see what rhythms they get into and what our secondary will be able to do with that. I would suspect Coach Hooper will keep him comfortable in the pocket as much as possible and do some shifts as well as he likes to do.
Well, we're gonna see a lot of movement from the linebackers. We're going to see a lot of blitz. We're going to see a lot of things to try to keep Andrews off balance. Because he definitely likes to throw the ball, move around the pocket, but he makes bad decisions under pressure.
He's had 4 interceptions.
He has, and he has a tendency to try to force the ball. You know, we just hope that he tries that against us a couple of times when we've got good coverage. We've had some success in coverage. We've had our difficulties tackling in a couple of instances, but you know, speed against speed, we should be able to run with them. Let's just hope that we can stay glued to them.
Yeah. Well, Canyon Lake will be kicking from the 40, and the senior will be kicking off from Canyon Lake, and that's Dalton Stanley. Here comes the kicking squad. Back deep to receive the kickoff for the Indians. It'll be number 8 out there deep, and that's going to be Luke Tapp. We talked a little bit about him. Number 15 as well. That's Les Desma. And make that number 15. Also, Les Desma and number 12, Nick Cordova. You'll see a lot of those guys catching balls tonight as well. Well, it's glad to be back here. Welcome everybody here in Canyon Lake, all the fans back there. And Hawk Nation, everybody else watching. I know we got Kansas, New Jersey. We've got Houston. We've got Oklahoma out there. And we'll get to the big giveaways tonight. So be prepared as Canyon Lake lines it up at the 40-yard line. Now, the ball may not stay on the tee. It fell off their practice pregame. Let's see what they got here. Stanley, the senior, he'll be kicking it off at the 40-yard line. Coach Green is the special teams coach. And now Dalton Stanley, if he's let, he can kick it out of the end zone, but most of the time he likes to pin it back at about the 20-yard line on the numbers. That's the preferred spot for Canyon Lake. And he's going to do a little dibbler here, and it goes to the 30-yard line, the 32-yard line, taken out on his feet, number 20. He's going to be tackled out across the 40-yard line. Well, that's where the Indians will set up shop. They'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Here to begin the game. An exciting night. Friday nights are back, Darren. Things are looking good on your end, right?
So far, so good. I hope everything's looking good back home. Those watching on YouTube.
Yeah, I think we've got Gilmer. I know we have Austin. We have Lakeway.
Indeed. I'm sure the crowd will get larger as the night goes on.
Yeah. Here we go. Offense, shotgun formation. Twins left. And single setback. The running back might be Cordova. It'll be Andrews taking the ball, and they're going to run it. Here comes the defense, stretching it out, and Cordova just dragging people across the 45-yard line. He brought down by number 19, Anderson, and there's Patrick Allman, number 5, the outside linebacker. He's speedier than Gonzalez when he needs to be. He'll run many quarterbacks down and has. So it'll be gain of 5, 4, make it 2nd down and 6. Double receivers, Twins left. Run the ball again right up the middle and look for that yards of Hardway. Baker on the tackle for Canyon Lake along with Pauly, number 6. Coming up on the bottom is going to be the nose guard, and that's going to be Souza, 44.
Baker does a nice job of filling the hole and just stopping the runner dead in his tracks.
3rd down and 3 for the Indians. Andrus, 6'3", 200-pound quarterback here, senior. They're going to give it to the running back. Here comes Canyon Lake, and here comes the defense. It's a jailbreak flag on the play, far side of the field, however. So we'll see. Usually this will, if it's against the offense, they'll call the play dead. And it may be against Canyon Lake because they were trying to have that blitz. It will be against Canyon Lake, and that'll be an automatic first down for the Indians.
That's a painful offsides right there.
Yeah, it really was because they had them stopped in the backfield. They get back there, get penetration. These guys are running really hard.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians at the 45-yard line. Sun setting over our shoulders. Theatric at linebacker along with Brock Coburn. Here goes the no set. It's going to be a quick pass to the flats, and they like to do that when they have nobody in the backfield. It's a quick out, either out to the X or Y Z pass receiver, or sometimes they hit that slot on a 7-yard button hook. That's
nice coverage by Blaine Carnes as he comes up and forces the play, but it's hard to stop that when they just do that little hitch right in front of you.
Yeah, look for the same, but the opposite side. Man in motion, number 12. It's going to be a jet sweep to the right side. He'll cut back inside and brought down by Brock Coburn, number 8. That's Cordova. Cordova get across the 35-yard line or right on it. That'll be another first down. Here, they'll get into a hurry-up offense. No huddle.
They're going to want to play with pace and put Canyon Lake defense on their heels.
Borth in the backfield with Andrus. And they're going to try to find that rhythm early. Canyon Lake make a stop. Student body left. Here goes Borth. He cuts it across the 30, has a window. And excellent blocking downfield, tackled by Carnes. Wow, what a block number 6 had on Barnes. Lilly, you talked about Lilly a while ago, LJ.
Yeah, absolutely. He just moves so well out in space. Lead blocking exceptional just then.
1st and 10 at the 24, the Roland Indian offense. Here comes Bowers on a backside blitz, and here comes number 88 on the middle. That's going to be Ramey. There he is, Ramey making an impact right away. Loss of 2 on the play, make it 3.
They're going to need to get that penetration throughout the night to put the brakes on these backs while they're in the backfield.
Yep. Cordova in the backfield. It's going to be a quick pass out to the flats. And nice play, nice call, and now you'll see a lot of that one-on-one. Flag on the play. And that is on the far side of the field of 15.
That's going to be in the area of holding, I think, by that far receiver that was blocking out on the wing on Pauly.
Yeah, number 17 looks like he has a guilty look. That's Schuchart. He's a sophomore, active backup quarterback as well. Unless it was a face mask, but I didn't see anybody's head turn on that. He'll come out. Schuchart will come out. Number 5 will come in. Berg. And this will be against the Indians. That'll be a holding call. Well, I hope everybody's having a good time back at Canyon Lake and wherever you may see us. It'll bring the ball back to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and about 14. That is a spot foul minus the 10 yards. Look for a quick pass here in the shotgun with no back in the backfield to help Andrus blocking. He'll take a 2 or 3 step right here. 1, 2, throw it out. There it is. Incomplete. Bowers, the outside linebacker, was there on time.
He was there on time. He's coming from a rover position. You know, one thing we've already seen, Corey, is a little bit of cat and mouse. They're lined up in a 22 personnel stat, which means they brought down 2 tight ends or brought in 2 big guys on tight ends. So now the read is actually on the corner of the scraping linebacker, and that's really got us confused to get started.
Yeah, absolutely. Good analysis there, you know. But we got them 3rd down and 13. They're about 46% on 3rd down percentages on getting them. So we'll see what they've got in the bag for this. I would imagine they want to give it to one of their better players here.
Jourdanton takes a timeout and he's going to think it over. It's a big point early in the game.
Yeah, so it'll be 3rd down and about 13, maybe. It's a long 3. I'm going to call that 4 as Jourdanton breaks out of the huddle there for their timeout. Big play already They got to get down to about the 11-yard line. And we'll see if Canyon Lake can hold but don't break. They're going to show blitz. They back off of it. Here comes Andrus looking downfield to have that man, and he got a pass, and he's going to be a little bit short. And let's see where they mark it. He has to get to the 11, I think. That's Berg on the reception, number 24. They're going to mark him about a yard short. Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1. So Canyon Lake, they stop him here, get some penetration. 4th down and 1, ball at about the 12-yard line. They got to make it to the 11. So is Canyon Lake going to pull the ears back and come screaming in through the gaps? We'll see Coach Hooper's lined up. Twins to the left. Andrews shotgun. Berg in the backfield. Here comes the quick one. And here comes Canyon Lake, and he's going to skip over, and he's got the first down. And he's still on his feet. Here comes Bowers Anderson. That's power running right there to get that yard. And number 24, the carrier, Borth, made the first down.
Aiden Borth he's really built strong down low, and he's quite the load when he comes at you. They're going to have to get low on him to be able to get a stop.
Absolutely. Andrus looks to the right side, has a man in the flats, cuts it back inside across the 10. He's gang tackled over by the linebackers of Canyon Lake, Pauly, Allman, and on the tackle as well as Anderson. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from about the 8-yard line. Make it to 7. Canyon Lake trying some different looks defensively, shuffling the line around. Andrus looks quickly up to the right side. Nobody there. Here comes the rush. He's rolling out to the left side, and he's going to get brought down by number 2, Derek Viatric.
That's a great play by Viatric coming from that middle linebacker position.
And Darren, that's kind of what we talked about before the game. When we get pressure on Andrus, he moves around that pocket to try to get somebody open, but he gets caught quite a bit.
Chalk that one up for the defensive secondary for Canyon Lake, where Andrus had nowhere to go. And Andrus will look staring at 3rd and goal from about the 12. The line of scrimmage they basically had to make a while ago. And they'll probably go 2 downs here inside the 15-yard line to get a touchdown, I'm sure. Andrus rolls right side, has all kinds of room to run, looking downfield, throws it, and it's going to be skipped and short.
Andrus got excited. He had a guy wide open. He tries to just power it in there, and he short hops it instead of just putting it on him. And he could have waltzed in probably from where he was at, but he chose to throw a hard pass into the turf right in front of the receiver.
Here comes a kicking unit for the Indians, and the holder will be Andrus, and number 6 will be the kicker, and that's going to be Jared Lilly.
Yeah, this guy's more versatile than a potato. I mean, he kicks, he runs, he catches. He does it all for this team. He had 8 field goals last year.
High snap, ball's put down, and it is kicked, and it is good. So the Indians get on the board first, 3-0 over the Hawks, but you got to believe that was some small victory for the Canyon Lake defense.
Yeah, they were down there in territory where they really should have gotten 7, and of course I know Hooper knows that. They got into us a little bit. Again, tackling in space with tough runners seems to be our nemesis, and you can tell that these guys watched film, made an adjustment. We haven't seen a tight end package in film with them, so now it's Hooper's turn. Yeah, he's going to have to make an adjustment.
And Hooper does. It's one thing about Coach Hooper becoming the athletic director. Athletic defensive coach, athletic director,
defensive coordinator is what we call him.
Yeah, this is his 5th year, and I'll tell you what, he made some night and day differences when he came in on the year with defense. He'll do adjusting to a T. He'll come in at halftime. He'll make some adjustments. You'll see some different things as it's second part of the game tonight. That's for sure. Well, Canyon Lake broadcasting here, Voice of the Hawks. Glad to bring you the Friday Night Lights, the Hawks versus the Indians on a nice South Texas evening to play football. Back deep is going to be Viatric. Make that Jeremy Green and number 30, Moss, the sophomore. Shane Moss, the sophomore, number 30. We might see him in the backfield tonight running the ball because we have 3 backs that are out. And Lilu picking the ball off at the 40-yard line. Kick, squib downfield. It's a scooter. Right into Moss's hands at the 15. He's across the 20, breaks it out to the left, looks for a gap, has some speed. There he goes across 35, and he's hit hard at about the 39-yard line, and down he goes. Well, that's going to be good position, field position for Canyon Lake. They'll have it 1st and 10 where they spot the ball at about the 39. Let's see, right on the 40. So excellent field position to run return by the sophomore. Here comes number 12, our 3-year senior here, Peyton McMullen, along with number 16 into the game as well. And that's going to be Max Palmer. Chris, the senior, under center. Here we go, Canyon Lake, slot T offense. Backside trap. There goes Rivali. He's looking for the corner. Here come the Indians, and that didn't happen. What a play by the defense.
Brett Berg, again, we talked about him. He had 125 tackles last year, several of them for losses. This guy is really quick, and so it's that guard that's got to pick him up and seal off that block. And as fast as he moves, it's going to be a tough night with him.
So it'll be a loss of about 3 only on 2nd down and 13 for Canyon Lake. Split out is Green to the left side. Rivali in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. They seal the end. He's going to have some room. Let's see how far he can get. And he spun around and hit hard, and he'll make it about 3 yards. And, boy, I tell you what, the Indian defense dropped the hammer on Rivali.
Well, it looked like he had plenty of room to get going around that corner, and he just got hit and stopped dead in his tracks. Does pick up about 4 yards, but
you know,
we thought we would get a lot more than what we got there.
We did. There's a little moral victory on that, though. He got hit hard, did not go down, get hit hard again, did not go down. So, they're going to come at you, but if you stay on your feet, you're going to think, they're just as tough.
Yeah, coming downhill all the way are the defensive secretary and outside linebackers, number 15 as well. That's Ledesma. Here goes 3rd down and 12. Canyon Lake shotgun. McMullen, he'll look back, rolls out to the left side, has a man. Here comes a rush, throws it to Green, and pass is incomplete. And McMullen got backsided by number 68 of the Indians. That's Michael Caesar. So Canyon Lake unable to move the ball in their opening drive, and they'll have to punt 4th down and 12.
Well, there was penetration right from the start on that. The defensive end from the left side just got deep on McMullen. He had really no place to go. Just tried to get rid of it.
And we talked about that before the game, Darren. When they line up in that pro set, they tend to scrape that linebacker in on a blitz. Sure enough, we saw it. He came in untouched.
Pauly will be kicking the ball, the senior cornerback. He'll do a rugby-style kick. End over end, low driving shot. Good roll for Canyon Lake across the 30-yard line. Across the 35, and it'll park itself down at about the 21-yard line. So, good kick by Pauly getting it downfield. Not so good for the offense of Canyon Lake on their opening drive. And I think they learned real quick that they're big and fast.
They are big and fast. Moses this week in his talk commented that this perhaps is the best team that we have seen so far this year.
He made the comment on the coaches' corner this last Monday. You're exactly right.
And so far they've proven that they really are a good, efficient, and effective football team.
Well, let's see what Canyon Lake will do defensively here with Coach Hoop. Here comes the Indians. 1st and 10 for Indians. And it's going to be a blitz, and here quarterback Andrews looking downfield, and he's got run down. It's going to be a big play. Sack by number 64 for the Hawks, Kyle Herber.
Herber has just continued to make himself, his presence felt. Each game he's gotten more, and this is a great play by Herber on that play.
Wow.
I mean, they came in there like somebody rang the dinner bell. They literally blitzed the sink. Everybody came that day.
Yeah, to be 2nd down and about 8. Lost big play on the A big stop on the play for Canyon Lake. Trips left in the backfield is number 24 again. You'll see him Borth. Here comes the outside blitz. It's right up the middle. Here's Canyon Lake, and here they come. They're swarming, and there we go. Down again. Another sack. Patrick Allman. There's who we talked about you'd see tonight, number 5. He made that happen.
And he comes in on the backside. Baker stops the play, gets that guy to spin out. Patrick Allman finishes it off with a big hit.
Oh, my God, he's got an appetite like a bucket of piranhas. You just don't want to stick your hand in there.
But these guys have the big playability. They can get downfield and look for that every play for them to be looking downfield.
Yep. Watch for the bubble screen here. Nobody in the backfield. It's going to be a quick pass. Canyon Lake looking to blitz 2 guys. They come back. Andrus looks. There's Patrick Allman all over him. Ramey fielding him out, and pass down, and they're going to say it's complete. Hard to tell from here. They said it's complete. It's going to be short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th and about, set that ball down at about 2 maybe.
Andrews throws the ball just in where nobody else could get to
Good
it. That
pass.
was just a fantastic throw.
Absolutely.
Right there.
Here comes a short play pass situation about 60% of the time. They'll show just a little out pass on this just to get the yardage. Oh, almost picked off. He cut the route, didn't get the interception, and this one's going to be a touchdown, number 6, all the way for the Indians. Lilly. Oh, that came so close for being a pick. Touchdown.
Well, they jumped the route. They recognize the play. They see it. They jump the route. And literally off the fingertips, I think there's a little bit of confusion between the safety and the cornerback just then.
Yeah. Well, that's how fast the Indians can score. They are a ranked team in the state UIL. I believe they're let me get that figure for you here a little later. They are a good team, and this is what coaches of Canyon Lake were talking about. Here's Lilly with the extra point. Lilly takes one up, and it goes right through the middle. So he's responsible for the 7 points. And you won't see that one on the stats page, but that was almost a pick. And when you cut the route and you don't do it, the ending result is 6 points for the other team. Well, we're at 10-0, folks. First quarter, 3:53 to play in the first quarter. And you got to know Canyon Lake's just jonesing to get that ball back to knock off about an 8-minute drive.
Oh, they did a better job just then on defense, Corey. I mean, they actually had a pretty good defensive series. But against a good team, one mistake they'll just make you pay.
Yep. Well, Darren, things are looking good on your end with TJ.
We're learning what we're doing. We're learning what to do. So TJ's doing a great job. Shout out to everybody back in Canyon Lake. Sharon, Lily, appreciate you watching.
New cameras.
New
equipment.
New camera. New equipment.
Same people though.
Same people.
Same people.
Trying to make sure that we do it right. That's the only trick here.
Back deep will be Green and Moss. Receive the kick from Lilly at the 40-yard line. Canyon Lake gets on their feet there and kickoff, a tradition we started in 2007. Here's a kick, nice kick, and they're going to let that one go around it'll go out of bounds, and that'll draw the yellow laundry up in the air. So Canyon Lake will get the opportunity to take the penalty or decline it. Looks like Canyon Lake will just take their 5 yards, so we'll get it out to the 30-yard line. Well, let's see what Coach Moses has up his sleeve. Is he going to ground and pound and get our offense on the spread side of the ball? Throw it a little bit. You know, Peyton McMullen is third leading rusher on the team. And he's only had about 4 or 5 carries. He has a play that he runs, and it's a good play. It's done him well, and he's already gained about 119 yards.
8-hole reverse.
8-hole reverse. I wasn't going to give it away, but hey, it's him. It wasn't me.
Hey, I'm giving it away. Well, who in the world would know what that means? That's like an XYZ.
Well, it's a lot of letters in there, and the reverse and hole 8, and people are people.
Well, you got it. The first thing to do is recognize it, then you got to stop it.
Yeah. Here comes right up the middle, ground and pound, Canyon Lake Moss, number 30, the sophomore. Ooh, some extra pushing on the head over there by the defense of the Indians to Moss, and I got to tell you, that's number 1, and giving him the Jimmy down there in the pile. That's Jacob Brister. Gain of 5. You got to like that in a slot T, and he got a 1st and 5 yards. That's good. It'd be 2nd and 5. Pauly split out left with Rivali out to the numbers. McMullen under center. Same play. It's going to be Moss. Moss pushing the pile head, trying to get the ball ripped out. Moss hangs on to it. He'll get across the 40-yard line down to about the 44. They'll move the chains, and that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
Moss did something that you don't see out of a lot of sophomores that's in. You see them pulling on that ball. They're going to try to rip it. They're going to try to strip it. They're going to try to do a lot of things. Moss hanging on, switching hands, didn't try to switch in the middle of a tackle. Good job.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake. Tight slot T offense. Going to be a backside trap. It's Viatric, the power back. Viatric cutting through, pushing across to about midfield. They'll mark him about just at midfield or a little bit less. Viatric was the linebacker. He was running back, got injured, became linebacker. Bates came in, and a gain of 5. It'd be, let me see. We'll give him 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. But Viatric now at linebacker, but he's coming back to running back because we have a lot of our running backs injured. So you're going to see him go on both sides of the ball tonight.
Jeremy Green in on both sides of the ball, seems like.
Yeah, here comes Blaine Carnes, number 3, split out Second down. Here comes Rivali in motion. This time jet sweep. Let's see what kind of reaction they get here. Here comes the speed that they were talking about. And he smartly danced along the sideline there. Is he going to mark him out right at the 45-yard line? That'll be enough for Kenyon Lake. First down.
Hey, Rivali did a good job just then, getting around the edge and then recognizing he's not going to make any more yards, so let's get out of bounds and not get hurt.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As Green goes out, in comes Moss. Tyler probably bringing in the play. Coach likes to get that play clock to about 10 before he decides to snap the ball. And that's some of the slot T offense. They just keep the ball away from the other side. Split out far as Rivali. Pauly here near in your picture. It's going to be a dive play. Moss, and they're just pounding it out. That's that student body up the middle, and there goes the pile. I mean, it looked like a dragnet full of minnows just being pulled all the way down to about the 36-yard line.
Great push right up the center, Corey, as you said, just with crisp at center and just going right between center and guard, and just pushing their way upfield.
It'll be second down and about 3, as that's what Coach wants to see for sure. And I'll tell you, it may not look like a pretty football for people that are not used to watching it, but I'll tell you, by the end of the third, fourth quarter, that front defensive line up there gets pretty tired. Second down and 3. McMullen, backside trap. It's Viatric, finds a hole. Viatric pushes. He's going to get right at the 35, where he needs to be. Let's see where they mark it. They're saying he's going to be a nose short from where we're at. And let's see. I don't have a bionic eye. I'm not Steve Majors.
That's true. You're not.
I'm not.
You're definitely not Steve Majors.
No, I'm not. Third down and inches for Canyon Lake, and they'll roll up. Here comes Chris, the center, McMullen under. It's going to be a short dive play. You can bet Moss, the sophomore, taking the ball. And Moss pushing the pile behind Teutsch, the lineman, earning their keep down there. There's Brett Harwell getting up, sophomore, number 70. They'll move the chains on the far side of the field, and then that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
So, Corey, in the first drive, you saw them getting underneath our pads a little bit. I guarantee you they got some free coaching after that last one, and now they're moving their feet on the front line, staying a little bit lower, seeing the runner back stay a little bit lower, and just trying to eke out 3 or 4 yards at a pop.
And they've done well. It's all about leverage and angles down there, and when you run the slot T. Tenzio gets up there, Garcia as well. Green in the forefront. It's going to be a backside again. Moss, plenty of room, and Coach is happy getting 4 or 5 yards. I guarantee it every play. So Moss getting his stripes today. The sophomore, hadn't seen him, but due to the injuries, he's going to be carrying the load, it looks like. Number 40, Tanner Schultz, is in there. He's kind of one of those unsung heroes as well. He gets a lot of block. He's kind of what would be a tight end if we had a tight end as the clock winds down here in the first quarter. Here at the end of 1, it's Canyon Lake 0 and the Indians 10. But yeah, Schultz gets his due and does his job, and this is the kind of drive that coaches want to see. Well, this Canyon Lake Broadcasting will go to a break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
SawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com. Installing systems that last a lifetime.
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you had not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com.
And we're back, Canyon Lake Broadcasting here. Beginning of the second quarter play here in Jourdanton. Canyon Lake down 10-0 on their second drive of the game. It'll be a gain of 6. It'll be second down and make 5, second down and 5. Dive play again, and it's going to be just a push with the sophomore hanging on the ball for his life as he gets across to the 20-yard line right behind Teutsch, number 74. Now, Teutsch is 6'4". He's about 260. He'll block anybody he wants to block, I promise you. And they'll move it, and it'll be enough for another Canyon Lake first down.
it's interesting, Corey. Torch being the big guy down there, he can move people where he wants. But the other guys, they're relying on quickness. Coach Moses talks about blocking half a guy.
Yeah. First and 10, Canyon Lake. McMullen, Rivali in motion. Fake jet sweep. Turns around, has a man downfield. It's going to be Green. And in and out of hands of Pauly, number 6. And the ball was there. It was a perfect pass. Put it right down the pickle barrel. Pauly just couldn't hang on to it.
Really tough catch. It was over his top of his head. It was beautiful thrown by McMullen. Just was a really tough catch for a receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. And that pay on first down, you'll see that a lot because Coach Moses is going to he'll take his 3 plays left. He will not kick the ball if he doesn't have to at all. So we got 3 plays to make 10 yards as Carnes splits out wide to the left, Rivali to the left, Carnes out on the numbers to the right side. Dive play, it's going to be Moss. Moss has got speed. He's across the 10-yard. He gets cut down inside the 10 is Moss, the sophomore, earning his stripes today. And another little Jimmy action down in the field by number 5 over Brett Harwell. That's Berg. I'll move the chains, and that'll be enough. For Canyon League, first down. You can have the Jimmy leg or you can be the Jimmy action. That's when you kind of give you the extracurricular.
I had the Jimmy Mouse and threw up the wrong thing on the screen there for a second.
You did.
So, yeah.
Well,
another free advertising.
Free advertising. First and goal for Canyon Lake at about the 8-yard line. It's going to be a trap inside now. That'll be Moss again. Gain of maybe just a couple. They're going to be marking him at the 6. All teams have all 3 timeouts. It's critical for Canyon Lake to score here. They don't want to give the ball back. And they'll use, obviously, the ground and pound aspects of the slot T offense to get in there. Now, you've got more people in the box for Jourdanton.
I don't want to get you beat up while you're here, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to get beat up either. In comes Garcia. They had him out, but they brought him back in. He's the right guard. Here we go. Split out is Carnes. It's going to be Rivali in the back. He's got his hole behind Brett Harwell. Harwell gets a hole. Canyon Lake gets in. Touchdown. Sophomore Brett Harwell makes a hole, and Rivali cuts off his left side back into the middle, and Canyon Lake sticks 6 on the board.
Thought Rivali was going to take it out wide, but he looked out to the left of his eye and saw that block and saw Harwell taking his man out and then cut off of him, went for the score.
Yep. Good read by the running back off the block. Harwell, number 70, 6'3", 240 pounds, sophomore on the right side. Here comes the extra point attempt by Canyon Lake. The snap is up, the kick is up, and it is good. So Canyon Lake gets on the board with 10-12 to play here in the second quarter. It's 10-7, folks, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Indeed we do. As we're the Canyon Lake Hawks here at Jourdanton Field.
Indian Field.
Is that what they call it? Indian Stadium.
Yeah. They're known as the Indians and the Squaws.
Well, 10-12 left. You got to believe that they're not going to just let that go by. They're going to try to come back and answer quickly. They certainly have shown us they got the guns to do that. We've seen a lot of different sets out of Jourdanton tonight, and going with the double tights. They got out of that a little bit and, beat us on a tunnel screen. And I'm sure we can expect to see a lot more of that. They're just going to make our athletes try to beat their athletes.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, that's what you got to do, a mano y mano. Well, back deep here is going to be the trio that we've seen so far tonight. And receiving the kickoff for the Indians down there. They're number 5. He sat back there. That's Berg. Stanley will kick it up the 40-yard line. Let's see what he's got directions to do or not to do. Wind settled down just a little bit because Stanley chunks one high in the air. That's where he likes to put it, about the 20. That's where he gets the orders to go. Here comes Bowers in the offense out to the right side is number 12 with the ball, and I'll tell you what, he almost knocked the ball out of his hands. That was Anderson.
Anderson does a good job of setting that corner, not let him get outside and turn him back upfield. I know Dad wanted to see that play, but I'll tell you what, that was a nice job by Anderson on the coverage.
Yeah, Dad might have made an exclamation in.
There might have been an exclamation point on that one.
Well, we found a weakness for Jourdanton, and that is putting blazing speed from linebackers in all directions because he doesn't have a wheels, but he's got an arm. So let's see what Coach Hooper's got here. 1st and 10 Indians. It's going to be to Berg. It's going to be a run option. And here comes the Hawks, number 52, coming in, making things happen. That's Ethan Maxon.
Maxon over the top, Sosa down underneath, and really just puts it to him.
Flag on the play. And I'll tell you what, Coach Hooper's not happy.
Well,
it's going to be against the Indians.
The linebackers did something interesting just then. They have been scraping real hard to get to that edge. So that on the zone read, they're looking at that edge and they're trying to make the quarterback's going to make his decision on that defensive end. Because they've got a tight end down now, they're reading off that linebacker. The linebackers have been scraping real hard. This time linebackers hesitated and forced him to make a delayed read.
Yep.
And it gave him time to get the defensive line got in there. Sosa was able to penetrate.
Coach for the Indians is just absolutely ripping his defense there on the sidelines. We got a good shot at that. Thank you, TJ, for that shot.
Yeah, he's giving him free coaching. That's what we like to call that.
He was none too happy with the touchdown they gave up to Canyon Lake.
No. He's reading up the book of Acts.
Indeed, he is.
It'll be 1st down and 15. Berg in the backfield. Andrus looks at the quick throw out to the bubble screen, and they're going to close that one. And they miss a few tackles. That's what happened last week, and Anderson makes the leg tackle. You know, LJ, Canyon Lake is all over those bubble screens, but every time they miss it, it's because they're not wrapping up the legs. They go after the body, and that's going to cost them a 1st down. Quick huddle for the Indians. Andrus is going to be a play right off tackle. Bowers with the tackle, number 8 on the carry. That's going to be tapped.
Coach Andrus is bringing pace right now. No huddle, quick to the line.
Yep. Andrus with the ball snap, left side. The defense penetrates. Now can they close the deal? And they do. Ethan Maxim again, along with Rivali. Make that Ramey and Allman.
Allman does a nice job getting over, but Maxon really cuts that off as they go down the line. Bowers gets blocked, but was able to get help there from Bowers.
3rd down and 6. Going to be a quick play. And ball's batted up in the air. Guess who that was?
That was Colton Ramey, I believe.
Holy cow, he got a second block of the year. Took that big paw up and blocked it. 4th down and 6. Andrus is going to go for it. Why not? He knows if he gets Canyon Lake the ball too quick, they're going to have good field position here, and they'll grind out another long run.
I'm putting my money on a tunnel screen, Darren. What do you think?
I think so. I expect that to happen, and this time I really want to see how the defense responds to it on the tackle side.
Big play, 4th down and about 6. Let's say it's going to be a shotgun formation for Andrus. He takes the ball, rolls outside, pressure on his face. It's a backside. Here comes the Hawks, and Canyon Lake shuts the barn door. Jeremy Green along with Maxon, number 52. Holy cow. Canyon Lake stands tall in the saddle and says, I don't think so.
Well, I wanted to see that. Maxon just sniffed that out all the way. He was not fooled at all. Came from that linebacker position and just put a helmet right onto the receiver.
That is textbook defense, LJ.
Well, it was, and that time they did wrap up on the tackle and got in there real quick. We can see when we get penetration, we're wreaking havoc. It's just when we let them behind that line of scrimmage and give them open field, they're tearing us apart.
Well, the coach of the Indians' defensive coordinator was given his defensive the riot act a while ago.
Yeah, that's a guy that's been with Andrus for a long time. Gallegos came across from Flower Bluff as well.
Yep, good guy. So Canyon Lake stops the Indians, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Good field position at the 44-yard line. Well, shout out to all my peeps back there. These are real people. I told them I would do it. Coon Pop, Colette, Kid Boy, Stick Boy, Goat. These are all real people.
I don't know what you did in college, but those are very interesting names.
Well, we've been on this same hunt since we were about 18 years old, and they're on the furlough program, I'm sure. Ed Dye play, here's a sophomore, and he's going to get held back. Good play by the defense. Number 9 coming in on the tackle.
That time you had penetration from number 68. Defensive tackle did not make the play, but he got the penetration. It really blew up the timing of the the dive up the middle.
And that's a linebacker scrape, number 9. We talk about that. They like to bring that guy up on the line. They're running a 3-4, so they've got 4 linebackers, 2 outsides, a Sam and a Will, but they bring that guy down on the line of scrimmage, stand him up, and let him peel off and try to make something happen in the backfield.
Well, they made it happen that time. Canyon Lake, no gain on play, second 10, Bravali in motion. Out is Jeremy Green, wide open. Nobody could be more wide open than that, and it's going to be a Canyon Lake touchdown. Jeremy Green, number 7, McMullen, floats one down in between the 2 safeties, and I'll tell you what, there was more room out there.
Well, there was nobody anywhere close to him. Not in the same zip code, as a matter of fact.
Zip code, that's right.
IHOP isn't that much open.
Oh, IHOP. I'm kind of a Denny's guy. I like that. Like the
that's the Grand Slam, but if you get there after 2 a.m., their freaking coffee tastes like vinegar.
2 a.m. at IHOP. I guess you're not on any diet.
That was not an endorsement.
I've lost.
Oh, I forgot you lost
pounds.
22 pounds. I forgot.
Drinking vinegar coffee.
It's the IHOP, Dottie. Here's a high snap. The kick is up, and Dalton Slanley gets under like a 9-iron. And Canyon Lake scores. 7:50 to go. They make a defensive stop, and they make them pay. Hawks on the board. Quattro above 10. That's for all of our listeners down in Guadalajara. Telemundo was at our game last week. Not sure who's listening down in Mexico, but they were there. I like to say Telemundo.
Oh my god!
Telemundo.
You could be on the 10 o'clock news.
I have been on the 10 o'clock news. That's the problem.
But not in handcuffs. That's
No,
what we're talking
about. Not that. Are you kidding me? Number 12 back deep to receive the kick for Jesus. This is a football game with the comedy show about the outbreak.
Right. So
Cordova's back deep.
Some would question the comment.
You know, in kicking into the win like this, we're hoping that we all stay in our positions. You know, this is the kind of thing we don't want to see break down on special teams. The 2 guys on the end have to contain.
Yep. Well, let's see what Dalton Stanley does. He chunks one. That's the one he's looking for there. That's a little further downfield, taking it about the 16-yard line. There's a seam up the middle, breaking outside. And down to the 35 goes number 15 on the return, Ledesma.
Nice job by Sosa knifing in there and just taking the legs out of that runner as he came up just across the 35-yard line.
Well, Canyon Lake held them, and they even held them on a 4th and 6, so you just know Andrus and his team is ready to put some more points on the board. You'll probably see a different look and a faster pace now that they know the defense of Canyon Lake, what they're doing. It's a chess battle, if you will, back and forth a little bit as Andrus is lining up number 24 in the backfield, Borth. It's a handoff to Borth, and he's a big man. Oh, up the middle because number 64 for Canyon Lake making the initial hit. And here comes the rest of the chain gang.
That's Herbert. Herbert again making his presence felt as a junior.
Yeah, good play. Excellent. Yeah, Borth is not the kind of guy that's going to be dancing in the pocket, if we're looking for a hole.
No,
right?
he's a full-on power back is what he is.
Yeah. It'll be second down and about 8 for the Indians. Come to the line of scrimmage. Andrich flag on the play. Pass batted but tipped, still caught. And that was Maximum with the batted pass. We got a flag.
Herbert comes down from that tackle position after getting the rush upfield and is able to make a play on the receiver. He bobbled it in the air, as you said. You do have a flag on the play, however.
And we're not quite sure this is.
They're talking to the head coach of
Jourdanton.
That's so
Andrus.
I suspect it's going against. Oh, it is against them. It's going to be declined.
It's going to be a 3rd down and 8.
So much for what I suspect. That right there is a declined penalty against them and brings up a 3rd down.
Borth in the backfield with Andrus. Twins right, twins left. Now, much of their passing yards are on the X and Z receivers, which are the outside ones. And Canyon Lake shifts back into here comes a blitz. Coburn runs, pressure, pass downfield, and holy cow, what a catch. That was a highlight reel catch.
That was a tremendous defensive effort by Pauly. I have to give it hats off. He ran with him stride for stride, looks back at the last minute to try to find the ball, just goes over his arms, and as you said, number 6 makes a circus catch.
That's Lily. Yeah, great play. 1st and 10 for the Indians at the 25-yard line on the Canyon Lake. And three twins split out to the left side. Lily to the right. Play comes in. 6:34 and counting here, second quarter, in motion. Left to right. It's going to be a jet sweep. Green cuts up, but hey, he held Patrick Allman making the tackle on that one. That was a well-designed play. Green had it, but he did what he was supposed to do. Jeremy Green, number 7, came in and made him cut inside. There was just nobody there.
He pushed him back inside, but they were so spread out from that spread formation, it was nobody in the center of the field.
Tempo for number 8 on the carry up the middle and has the ball, and he is stood up by Green, and still flag on the play. Go. Wait a minute. Ball came out. Flag. Wait a minute now. There's got a flag. He said there was a fumble. He threw his.
Herbert comes away
with the ball. No, wait a minute. There's a flag, but that doesn't mean we didn't get the ball. They're going to mark the ball at the 20-something yard line. Holy Toledo.
Oh, no. We've got the head linesman over there is overruling. He's the one that threw the flag down.
Okay, but you have a face mask, but does the ball come out? Obviously, we're not getting the ball at this point.
No, you're not getting the ball at this point.
Well, personal foul for Canyon Lake, and that'll move the ball to the front doorstep of the Hawks up the 5-yard line.
So he gets 6 yards on the carry, but then they're going to have the distance to the goal after the initial gain. That puts him down on the just inside the 5.
6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Canyon Lake trying to hold Borth in the backfield. Here's a snap. It's going to be given to Borth, the power back, and he powers forward, but gets by Green. The pile goes forward, and just a mosh pit of bodies down at about the 2-yard line.
Borth slams in there. He hits Herbert, he hits Green, and he hits Allman. Bounces off of that amazingly, and still manages to pick up another yard.
Canyon Lake brings the beef in, and I'll tell you what, there's a timeout called by Coach Drum at the last minute because his lineman couldn't get in.
And he didn't like what was happening, and Andrews is trying to go with the hurry-up offense, and that was just not working for Coach Drum.
No, it's not. 5:39 to play in the second quarter. Canyon Lake up 14-10, and it's going to be second and goal from the 2, and the Indians knocking on the door. But again, you know, that last play with the face mask and possible make that the play where number 5, Lily, caught the ball down here on Polly. That's just good athleticism.
Lily made a great catch there.
He did, and you know what happens there is if you live by the blitz, you can die by the blitz. So we obviously bring the kitchen sink. We come in with a 2 linebacker blitz. What that does though is it puts 1-on-1 on the corners.
A little pressure
on the corners, and Polly plays it well. He's step for step with him. The ball just dropped in, and a super catch by Lily.
Yep. So here we go. 5:39 to play. Canyon Lake has got a little bit more beefier package in this time at defense. It's second down. Borth in the backfield. Going to give it to Borth, and he's just going to try to run it in every time, and he reaches across, and he's down short, brings up third down and about a foot.
He's hit hard by Sosa down low that
Sosa
time.
Hit him.
He tries to stretch, but they don't give it to him.
Here comes the hurry-up defense and they scored, touchdown. And I'll tell you what, Coach is not happy that he couldn't get his players on the field. Touchdown for the Indians, quarterback keep.
We've got something.
He's got a flag over there on the far side of the field.
There's a discussion going on.
Yeah,
right
there
here.
is. They're going to sort this one out like dirty laundry. Well, they're not taking the points off the board, that's for sure. And it'll be much about nothing as the extra point by Lily will be made here. So back we go to the other side. 5:20 to play here in the second quarter, and the Indians get another 6 on the board.
So they're going to say Canyon Lake had one too many player on the field as they were trying to race people on and off and caught them on illegal participation. They declined the penalty, take the points.
Here comes the extra point attempt by Lily, number 6. He's the one that caught the pass a while ago. He kicks. He's got a good leg, and it's up and good. So the score here with 5:20 to go is the Indians 17 and the visiting team Canyon Lake 14.
Well, we knew it'd be a good one, and it certainly has turned into that.
Yeah, it has. It really has, LJ and Darren. It's a game we thought would happen. It's going to be back and forth all night. We welcome y'all. Thank y'all for listening and viewing us out there. But we talked about this, and we knew it was going to be a battle all night long, back and forth.
We expected this. We really expected it. Again, this is where we hope that at the end of the day, they got a lot of talented athletes on this Jourdanton team, and you hope a lot of them are going both directions, and maybe in the fourth quarter you can maybe exercise a little strength. But I'll tell you, Canyon Lake has met them mano a mano, and it's been a great game so far.
Much like the Beeville game a little bit, LJ.
It really comes down to two plays. If you just kind of break it down, of course, that first series they chewed up some yardage on us, but this really came down to two plays, and so we played an exceptional game of defense. And our offense is starting to see some light moving the football. I got to expect with 5:20 left to go in the second that we're going to try to grind it out and not give them any time.
Canyon Lake will get the ball in the kickoff for the opening of the second half, so it's paramount that Canyon Lake score. They'll get the ball back, and it's a good way to try to get 2 touchdowns without the Indians even touching the ball or getting on the field. Back deep is Moss and Jeremy Green, the upbacks. It's Rivali and Anderson, and this will go to, fall on the ball. Well, he picks it up, and he gets tagged. Number 12 on the tackle. That's a little bit of a sophomore mistake, but that's going to be Moss. Number 30 on the return, and it'll be Nick Cordova with the tackle. Well, Canyon Lake is going to have it back pinned behind. Let's see, we're going to mark him finally down forward progress. I thought it was going to be about the 17-yard line, make it the 18. 1st and 10, not optimal, but not that bad. That will be what Coach Moses really likes to do. Sees that long yard ahead of him. He'll like to ground and pound this one out. May see Coach Moses take a little different approach here, knowing that he's going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half. Here comes Canyon Lake. It's going to be the backside trap, rolling blocking scheme, and it's Viatric gets hit, and he's across the 20. And Viatric, they'll get him out to the 23-yard line. Let's see where they mark it finally. About the 23-yard line is Viatric.
Viatric got a head of steam, came in there. I thought maybe he'd get a few more yards, but he slams into the pile with about 5 yards, and they just collided like a couple of trucks.
That'll be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. There's the Hawks up to the line of scrimmage. McMullen under center. It's going to be Moss. Moss, good hole. And that hole was courtesy of Garcia and Schultz. So Moss, a sophomore, get a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Critical 3rd down. You do not want to give the ball back to Jourdanton when you're facing a 4th down. You got to punt the ball into this win.
Yeah, you want Jourdanton to have the ball with 4:20 left here. This is a big first down attempt.
Canyon Lake up. Tight formation for the slot T. Holy Toledo.
And we got movement out of the
Brett Harwell. And that's what kills these little things like that. Obviously, you don't ever want to see them, but in a position like right now when it's critical, that's what you don't want to see. In comes Ramey, out goes Carnes, out goes Schultz, in comes Pauly.
Totally changes the play call that Moses is going to bring in at this point.
This reminded me of what happened down in Marble Falls last year. We just had those same situations. We'd jump off sides. Big play here for Canyon Lake. Rolling out to the pass. It's going to be Rivali. Oh, and in and out of the hands of Viatric. He had it.
He did, but number 2, the defensive back, played him well. Came across the front of his face as the ball was there, and I think he just got a little bit of his arm and was not able to bring it in. That's how that one penalty changes everything you're trying to do.
And sometimes they say the defense, barks out the cadence down there. I'm not saying they did, but
I think Harwell was just so excited to get to that block, and unfortunately for Canyon Lake, so it's 3:51.
I'll bet you he never does that again.
Well, it's 3:51 here in the second, and so Canyon Lake's going to punt this ball away, and they're going to have plenty of time to do something with it. That is the Jourdanton Indians.
Let's see if Paulie can get one off and out of here. Oh, it's blocked. Touchdown. Wow. Kicked it right into his gut. Touchdown Indians. Just like that, they go up. You know, Paulie was taking a little bit of time with the punt. If you're able to look at that play again, it wasn't a speedy delivery that he got off.
No, but Isaac Paredes, we talked about him. I mean, this guy has wreaked havoc in the backfield. He's been there causing trouble all night. He just slides through basically untouched. I mean,
well, we talked about him in the sense that he was the bottom part of the oak tree. That's him.
Yeah, he really just came busting through there. Yep. That's extremely unfortunate.
Yeah. And just like that, they're up 22-14. Here's the extra point. And timeout's been called by the Indians. Coach is going to rethink this one. He's got 3:45. Whether he goes for 2 or 1 may be the call. They go up 23. They're up 2 scores right now as it is. With 23, Canyon Lake will, like I said, they'll get the ball back at the second half. But they may be bringing in the meat package, if you will, to punch 2 points in. Here comes number 42 in for the Indians, like we were just talking about. And that's your defensive end, junior, Ireland Joseph.
Well, if there's anything, if you want to look for a silver lining to this cloud, Canyon Lake will get the ball back. It's 3:45 on the clock. Still plenty of time to do something with it once they get the ball back in their hands.
And they get the ball back after the half.
Yep.
So you just got to stay positive in a situation like that. Certainly unfortunate, but a great play by by Jourdanton and to get the punt block and touchdown.
Yep. Here comes the extra point attempt by Lilly. Kick is up and it goes right through. A lot of jumping on the line, but no flags. So your score here at 3:45. The Indians 24, Canyon Lake 14, and the Hawks have their work cut out for them. Well, folks, we're glad to have you here tonight. Let us know where you're listening from. And give us a text at 210-246-3345 and just say, hey, this is me, whoever me is, right? Give us that where you're from. We'd like to know. We'll be giving away some Meemaw's tacos at halftime. We know all how that works out.
We have a listener in Washington State.
Washington State, there we go.
Yeah, we know the Meemaw's tacos are a hot commodity, and people want them. They want them. Commodity.
Hot. They are. It's a Meemaw's Tacos giveaway. 2 $8 gift certificates will be up for grabs at the Meemaw's Taco Shop in Canyon Lake. But that'll be a calf scramble for getting those tacos in. But we'll do that at halftime. We'll give you the results at the beginning of the fourth quarter on who wins those. I've eaten 12 at one time. Not ashamed to say it.
So we're not underneath an air raid for all the listeners. Our deer stand is underneath the speakers, and so it's quite the noise.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to have any worries.
Yeah, we'll turn that down as much as possible. I particularly don't even need it. Here's a kickoff deep, and he'll let this one fly with the wind, and Canyon Lake will get it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jennifer from Victoria, Texas is letting us know she's listening down there. So Canyon Lake will have it 3:45, as Darren said earlier, 1st and 10 at the 25. If there is a silver lining, Canyon Lake gets plenty of time for them to score and hopefully change the direction of the game in their favor. Down by 10 points, basically back what we were in the first quarter. Here comes Canyon Lake looking to grind that clock out. McMullen in control. Offense, Ramey in motion. Backside is going to be Beatrick. And number 56 just didn't want to give up that play for the Indians. We talked a bit about him also. That's Paredes.
Yeah, he's wreaking more havoc than an air horn in a gymnasium. I mean, he is just completely blowing things up.
Yeah. So it'll be a loss of a yard, and in comes Carnes. 2nd down and 11. shout-outs from Frisco out there, and also Mark Robinson from Canyon Lake. Shotgun formation for Canyon Lake. McMullen drops straight back, looks downfield, has a man wide open. Jeremy Green, he's going to make the 40-yard line, cuts back to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at the far side of the field. And Jeremy Green showing his wheels and McMullen showing his arm. And Canyon Lake can throw the ball. They'll get to the 45. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
About the time you think that we're predictable. You know, that's exactly the kind of thing that we need to keep them off balance. If they're shooting the gaps like that and trying to come in on those run plays, you know, spread the field out a little bit and throw it around.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake. Barnes in the foreground. It's going to be a dive. And there goes number 30. Moss, the speedster. He's across the 40. He's across the 30, still on his feet, turning and twisting down across the 25. And the sophomore, Moss, will get down to the 27-yard line. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
Moss shows his speed. As you said, LJ, 10-8, wind aided 100. So that certainly showed that speed on that run right there.
I mean, he's super fast. He gets out in space, but he runs tough. When he knows he's about to get tackled, he still makes 3 more yards on that play.
He does. It'll be Canyon Lake 1st and 10 at the 27. Moss in the background with Viatric. It's going to be a quarterback keep. McMullen trying to make the corner, gives him stiff arm. He'll make the 20-yard line. Another stiff arm and dragged out of bounds at the far side of the field. That's the quarterback. He's tackled out of bounds by number 2 for the Indians, and that's going to be Schuchart. There's 2 Schucharts on the team. They're sons, our brothers, and that is the senior. The other Schuchart's number 17, the sophomore, backup quarterback.
A lot of brothers on this team. The Bergs are brothers.
Yep. Being an 8 on the gain, 2nd down and 2. Canyon Lake's got to get about the 13. Let's see. Handoff, big hole, and the sophomore's going to get forward progress. And they're going to say, mark that ball. See where his forward progress got him. And they're going to move the chains. That'll be enough for Canyon Lake. First down.
Now, this is interesting. So we've got it on the 13, it looks like. We've got 3 yards. So we can get another first down here. This is a perfect setup for this type of offense.
Absolutely. That's a good analysis, LJ.
I try to have a good analysis every once in a while.
I like the word analysis. It's very sophisticated. I don't get to use it a lot.
Well, the clock is stopped. We're having a discussion, so if you're worried about the clock running off, it's stopped at 1:50.
They're going to re-huddle and re-clock the clock. It got real quiet here, like a cemetery.
Yeah, I think the Indian fans are a little stunned right at the moment.
Here comes Canyon Lakes. Cripps, the center, coming up to the line of scrimmage, split out as Polly, number 6. Rivali, Moss, and Viatric in the backfield with McMullen. Now we got the green light to go. 1st and 10, Hawks. Oh, no, Viatric moved. He got the Jimmy leg.
He did. 1:49 left on the clock. Stops the clock. That's going to put 5 on there. That'll make them have to go 15 yards to get a first down. They can get a first down without scoring.
About the 2-yard line. Well. There's the ugly penalty once again. And those little things in a team like this, you cannot have those little things. And I will tell you, if we get a touchdown here or not at halftime, they are going to get some free coaching. Here we go. Split out is Viatric and Green. Oh, no, another one. This time it's Atenzio, the right tackle. Somebody said he moved. They're pulling him off side.
There's actually 2 guys that moved on that one.
Yeah, I will tell you right now, I was looking right at that position, and their defense is, let's just say, well, Coach is saying the defensive line guy came across the line of scrimmage. Coach Strum is none the too happy.
No, he's not.
I agree with him.
Well, when it's one thing when you see one guy jump, he gets a little Jimmy leg, as you say, and he goes. But when you see 2 guys jump at the same time, there's some other either gross miscommunication on the offensive side of the ball, or something happened on the defensive side of the ball that drew them into that movement.
Yeah. Well, I agree with the latter. 1st and 20 from the 22 where we were a while ago. And now you got to go with a different mindset of what do you want you to do with the minute 38 to go.
Well, there's still plenty of time. But
Two timeouts. Here comes Canyon Lake. Poly and Green split way out to the numbers and the hash mark. Canyon Lake will get up. It's going to be a rollout. Backside. It's a peanut play. There goes Moss. No, it's a quarterback keep. Nice block downfield. McMullen takes the ball and steps out of bounds. Whoa, now he's thrown out of bounds. And no yellow hanky on that one.
Little extracurricular there. Kind of shocked by that one.
Yeah. Stopping the clock with 1:18 to go. They've let him play, I will tell you that. So that was going to be the old peanut play fake.
Well, they did fake it, and everybody thought Moss had it, but in fact, it was McMullen that had it, pulling it out, and it gains about 6 yards.
Yeah, we saw that last week. The peanut play is a fake, so we just ran another fake.
A fake from a fake. It's very complicated.
It's a complicated game.
Timeout has been called by Coach Drum. He's not too happy about something. Or he'll gather the troops up over there. And, well, you know, Darren's got all the magic of cameras and with TJ over there. But we're glad to be here giving you all the show. We got new equipment, new camera, thanks to some sponsors and some donations out there for us. We appreciate that. Darren's put it all together, and it was a team effort today, might I say, right? Getting here. We thought we were in the booth.
Getting here and getting set up was always an adventure. Every place is a little different. When you come here, you think it's going to be simple. You think it's going to be straightforward.
Yeah,
It never is.
But you always should have a giant roll of Gorilla Tape.
Oh, Gorilla Tape. Anything it can fix anything.
Anything. But, it was a scramble getting things done, but we got it done. We borrowed a table from the concession stand.
We stole a couple tables from the concession stand.
Well, we procured them.
Well, LJ came prepared.
Yeah.
He did have
I actually had a table in my truck.
Did.
And why, I don't know, but there was a table in
What's
my
that
truck.
say about you?
A lot. It's right next to the baling wire and the duct tape, which is Gorilla Tape now.
Yeah. Well, Canyon Lake facing about a 2nd down and 16 maybe. 1:18 to go on the clock here in the first half. Rivali in motion. It's going to be a backside play. Wide open is Viatric. And they're wide open. Viatric's still on his feet, and they're saying he went down. And now he's down at the 20-yard line. Viatric stayed on his feet.
He put a hand down, was able to stay up, but he still loses one on the play.
Pauly was wide open in the first part of that play. Let me tell you. 59 seconds, the clock's ticking down. Canyon Lake has one timeout left, and it's going to be 3rd down and way downfield.
McMullen was kind of locked in on Viatric all the way, but as you said, there was a couple other guys running free there.
Yeah, McMullen just didn't go through the progressions. He rolls outside. Oh, the peanut play is sniffed out. They watched that one happen. Number 5 with the tackle for the Indians, and I'll tell you what, that was Berg. He saw that one because he came in from the backside.
Yeah, it was actually a backside blitz. So they're bringing him around, and he's like, how come nobody's moving? He just kind of realized that the ball was still in the running back's hands and takes him down.
Yeah, that's it. See, back goes to that one penalty again.
Yeah,
I hate to pivot on that, but it's the truth is truth, and let's be realistic about it. When you have a penalty like that, and you're against a good team, this is what happens.
Corey, I'm going to say it's not the one penalty. It's the 2 penalties back-to-back.
Yeah.
Back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
You might overcome one. Yeah. 2 of those events, it's very hard to overcome.
That is something that any team cannot. It's hard to overcome. Again, you can overcome some of those when you're playing maybe a lesser team, but the Indians are good. And that's going to be a thorn in the side, and that's cost us 10 points about.
So you got 12 seconds left on the board. It's 4th down. You're probably kicking into a crosswind. That would be quite the attempt here at about 40 yards. I don't think they'll do that.
Ball's going to be at the 21, so that's a 31 plus 7. That's about a 37, 38-yard field goal attempt. Canyon Lake may go for it. Just say, hey, we're going to get the ball back in the second half.
Well, you have two options. You're going to kick it or you're going to go for it either way. So I think they're going to just line this up and see what they can do with it.
Yeah. Could get a first down real quick. Stopping the clock. Shotgun formation for Canyon Lake. And defensive timeout has been called by the Indians. Well, guys, You try to throw a pass down and you might get a call. Maybe you're looking for that. Maybe you get inside and you get the first down, you stop the clock. You won't have any timeouts left. Canyon Lake has burned them all. And the Indians are down to one timeout after this, should they choose to use it.
It's fourth down, and we've been able to get people open in space. So I like the idea of spreading the field and just rolling the dice and seeing what happens here.
Spreading the field, maybe put McMullen a little bit in motion out to the wide side of the field. See what you can do.
Still when you have that many people out like that, if you sneak Moss out of the backfield, then even in a coverage play, McMullen can run.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll see what happens. Most likely, this will. We'll see what happens. I didn't bring my magic 8 ball. I would have shooken it up a little bit and tried to give you some futuristic.
I got one of those ones. It lasted about 3 minutes.
I hit mine with a hammer. I couldn't get the answer I wanted. Shotgun, McMullen, Canyon Lake, 12 seconds. McMullen rolls to the right. Rolls, looks downfield, throws one, hangs one out up in the air. He caught the ball. Touchdown, Canyon Lake. Holy cow.
That was a one-handed grab by Jeremy Green.
Holy cow, the Hawks strike. Jeremy Green went to snag for the highlight reel, and wham, the Hawks back on the board.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy Green had the defender on his right-hand side. He uses his left hand to catch that ball one-handed. I don't think he had free other hand there to do it. So that was fantastic play right there.
That was a game changer for the Hawks. That puts them in the driver's seat. They'll get the ball in the second half. As Shelley comes in for the extra point, he'll fill that slot.
And the crowd is stunned here.
Stunned.
I think I'm stunned.
Here's the hold. The snap, the kick is up, and it banks on the inside. It's good. So Canyon Lake fights back to a 24-21 halftime score with 3 seconds left on the clock. And oh man, what a play for Jeremy Green. I bet you Grandpa Bill in Columbus, Mississippi just about choked on all of his boiled peanuts.
I bet he did as well. I tell you what. That is quite the play. I think we got that nicely on film. Thank you, TJ, for the fine camera work.
That's TJ Bame. TJ's the father of Lester Bame. He's part of the track team that ran and got one district and area. And Lester runs track now at Texas Lutheran there in skiing. Still running track today. He ran with my son, part of that district and area championship team. And his son also holds 1/4 of the 4x4 relay along with my son. So that's who TJ is, working the camera over there, and has a plethora of experience running cameras in professional sports.
Is it a veritable plethora?
Just plethora. I'm always looking for a spot to get plethora in. I don't get to use that word very much either.
Well, thank God. So, again, with 3 seconds left, special teams. I can't say it enough. Special teams win and lose football games, and right now, we have got to get a stop. We have got to seal the edges, and we have got to get a stop right here and take this, get the ball back, and make some adjustments at halftime, come back, get the ball down the field.
Ledesma back with Cordova. Stanley's going to squib one down there. It's going to be the back up over the top of his head. Clock is rolling, so this is going to be it. He's got to get tackled, and he does. Number 60 with the stop on that for Canyon Lake, and that's Gunnar Walker, and that's the end of the first half. Canyon Lake down 24-21, but they go away with some momentum to the locker room, and I'll tell you, what a game we're at Friday night. What a game.
Yeah, back and forth. Again, we've talked about the Canyon Lake Hawks being a bend, not break type of team. Of course, they're on the bottom side of this right now. However, they're still competing, and that's the spirit that you got to be looking for. Of course, that's kind of the Friday Night Lights thing, and this is built up. But you're looking for kids that will stay in there and compete and not buckle or get down on themselves when they get scored against. This team has got the athletes to score and score a lot. They did it against their arch rival. And they've certainly showed the ability to score and score fast on multiple plays here tonight. But it's been 2 or 3 big plays, Darren.
Yeah, it absolutely has. And you talk about having the athletes to do it, but they also have just the mindset. I remember Coach Strum talking early in the season, the first couple of games where they had a couple of tests, and he said watching them just come back from adversity. Did I say that right?
Anniversary?
Anniversary.
Wow. Anniversary.
Adversity.
Adversity. It's another big word.
To have them come back from adversity.
That's 3 big words so far tonight for the crew. Got it. Okay.
I'm done. But to have that character, have that confidence to be able to come back and fight through it, right? They were down 2 scores. They claw back. They're making this a game.
Yeah, they are. And we all knew that the Indians were a really lit-up team, and they can score at will. And when they do, LJ said something a while ago, there are 2 plays that really – but that was a 2-play difference in the first quarter, first half that the Indians have that we could have stopped. But we just didn't by, that much, so to speak. And that's got us where we are.
Right. And literally, football, they say, is a game of inches, although I never know how they call it like that when a guy's looking from, 53 and a half yards away and spotting the football. But, it literally just over the fingertips of Polly down here on the sideline at the 20. We jump a route. Carnes reads it, and just right over his fingertips in order to make a play downfield. Both really cost us.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, they know they're in a battle. Both sides do, and we're going to get a shot of the Jourdanton band. We're going to take a commercial break here in just a little bit. Before we do, though, I want to set the stage for what we're going to come back after that. Keys to winning the rest of the game. We'll have our little opinions on that as the Jourdanton band lines up for the halftime performance. Canyon Lake does not have a band or a cheerleading squad or a dance team because of COVID-19 and the restrictions for those athletes who cannot travel to away games. But we'll be back here in just a minute and get to those topics and a little more analysis on the game. Thank you. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks.
Hey Hawk fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas, so come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime.
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
That Canyon Lake sunset doesn't get old. It's why most of our family and friends want to come visit all the time. The charm and beauty of the hill country, who could resist it? But like you, I don't have room for everybody at the house. The elegant solution is to let Bunkhouse be your guest bedroom. For less than the price of taking them out to dinner, your guest can have a safe and comfortable retreat after long days of exploring the hill country. They even have rooms and cabins to choose from, and the Bunkhouse is just a mile away from Canyon Lake High School. So grab your phone and go to bunkhouservpark.com. That's BUNKHAUSRVpark.com. And you can have your guest's cabin reserved by the time that sun sets.
You may think you can get a good burger almost anywhere around here, but at Baja Barbecue Shack we have a lot more to offer. While enjoying one of our delicious options between Tex-Mex and barbecue entrees, or enjoying a drink at one of our full-service bars, you and the kids will be well entertained by our live music while overlooking the marina, which is one of the best spots in Canyon Lake to see the beautiful sunset. So come join the Baja family. Find us at BajaBarbecueShack.com or give us a call at 830-935-3122.
Welcome back to Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Voice of the Hawks, we're coming to you live from Jourdanton, Texas, home of the Indians here at Indian Stadium. Next to my right is Don Holmes. He's the owner of the HilltopNewspaper.com, where sports is not just a job, it's a passion, right, Don?
That is correct, a passion.
A passion. Don's going to give us some stats of what has gone on stat-wise as far as the game goes, and you can see his stories at HilltopNewspaper.com. He'll have them out early in the morning sometime, but good stories on the team. Go there for all your news information and tidbits and Hawk trivia. Don, give me the stats on the Indians.
Well, the Indians have 171 total yards of offense, 8 first downs. One reason they don't have a ton is because their first downs come with 30 and 40-yard completions, so that doesn't add up a lot. They've rushed it 14 times for 20 yards. That's about 3 or 4 sacks they've taken away from some of that yardage from them. They've thrown it 13 times and completed 11, so that's a very ball-controlled passing attack. 151 yards passing, no punts, no fumbles, and only 1 penalty on a kickoff for 5 yards.
No penalties. What's the story on Canyon Lake?
Canyon Lake has 215 yards of offense, 10 first downs, 130 yards rushing. They've completed 4 out of 7 passes. That's 85 yards for Jeremy Green, and that's who's caught all that yardage.
Right.
Actually, he has 87 yards. -2 went to Derek Beatrix, so he has 3 catches for 87. 1 punt for 42 yards. The other punt was blocked. No fumbles and 5 penalties for 25 yards.
The penalties. This last drive we had, it was remembrance of like the Marble Falls games where we had penalties jumping off sides that set us back, and that's happened twice.
Once again, that's one reason Canyon Lake has a better chance this year, because we got a touchdown on that drive because they knew we were passing, we knew we were passing, and we actually passed when everybody knew that was going to happen. In the past, that wouldn't have happened, and so that's good news. This team, Jourdanton, reminds me a lot of Pleasanton when we were in that playoff run with three rounds. And Pleasanton was a lot like that. They would pass for ball control. They would get 5-7 yards here and there and just go down the field with ball control passing. However, they have a receiver that just catches balls.
Yeah, he catches balls. We got a receiver too. His name's Jeremy Green.
Yeah,
so
Jeremy did a very good job to offset that. But 24-21, we're sloppy. We're just sloppy.
We are a little sloppy. Not really crisp as we were in the last couple of games, but anyway, we got a lot to do. It's going to be a shootout till the end, and the stats are the stats. We're averaging about 500 yards a game, so we've got a long ways to go to get that stat back as well. We've had some penalties. This game so far is not as much as probably a full game last week. So we'll have to work on those as well.
Also, Shane Moss has 97 yards rushing.
Sophomore Shane Moss.
And but he's the majority of the plays on rushing. And we got to get the other 2 running backs in the game. We hadn't done that. The blocking hadn't been very well for them.
Rivali hadn't had much luck around the ends, and Beatrix is coming in and taking over where he can. I'm surprised we hadn't seen Patrick Allman, but who knows what will happen next.
Well, because Patrick is specializing on defense right now.
Right, I know, but he does go both ways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, stats, facts, HilltopNewspaper.com. That's Don Holmes. And we appreciate him coming out and giving the facts and stats for the halftime. You can catch him at HilltopNewspaper.com. He'll have a story on the game tomorrow. So, this is Canyon Lake Broadcasting again. We're thrilled to be here today as the halftime regalia is running to an end. We'll take another quick break, and we'll be right back after our sponsorship messages. Thank you.
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AMCAP Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 1291.
altitude.
Hey, Hawk fans, did you know that not only is Hawk Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country? If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hawk Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hawks!
Score big at Bliss Designs and Boutique, your very own Canyon Lake Hawk headquarters. T-shirts, jerseys, spirit wear, ball caps, custom embroidery, and more. All your favorite game gear in one great location. Don't forget, we also have trendy fashions, footwear, jewelry, candles, and many other great gifts and accessories. Bliss Designs and Boutique, located in Hancock, right next door to Meemaw's Tacos. Thank you for shopping local in our Canyon Lake community.
Hi, this is Terry from the UPS store located on 113 Stargrass inside the Good Life Pharmacy on FM 306. From packing and shipping to faxing and copying, we can do it all here at the UPS store. Amazon returns, we can take care of that. We also have a notary on staff throughout the day. Come see us here at the UPS store across from Rebecca Creek Elementary on FM 306.
And we're back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks. 5 years here now as the voice of the Hawks, and by our YouTube and our Facebook listening audience there, we've got put like 8,500 viewers this early season in 3.5 games, so to speak. And somebody's watching us out there, and we do the Coach's Corner. You can catch that every Monday night at 6:30, coming from the gym at Canyon Lake High School, a 30-minute show with the coaches and athletes. And then you can find us on Instagram as well, Canyon Lake Broadcasting 2. And then you can probably find out some information about the Booster Club. LJ is the president of the Canyon Lake Athletic Booster Club, and they've got all kinds of stuff going on over there.
Well, we do. Disappointingly enough, we shut down our Hawk Watch for a few games to give everybody kind of a rest.
Yeah.
Let us get into district play and see how it goes. But we've started out well. We got some work to do. Still working on fundraising. Look for a couple of announcements to come out very shortly on a couple of fundraising ideas that we have. But
all right,
we're happy to be up here in the broadcast booth as well.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun up here, but we still have a job to do, and we make it as fun as possible, but not too serious. We don't want to think too much for ourselves, but we have a good time with it. And we appreciate everybody listening out there and spreading the word. A lot of people watching us because 5A and 6A football not on the menu yet, so there'll be some more games to watch the following weeks. We go into a bye next week, right? And we need that bye. We have some injured players, and we go right into Blanco. They're the team that we've played since day one, 2007, and they'll be coming to our digs and opening up that game, and then after that we're in the district.
Well, we certainly when you think about that, you really want to get that bye week.
Yeah.
We're nursing a few injuries. We've got a few backs that are out. A couple players that are maybe nicked up. We have that Blanco game right after that. After the Blanco game, you're into district, and then they really count at that point.
Yeah. What we don't have to worry about is the Blanco, the Comal County hangovers, they've called it over the years. We always had to get our student athletes out to Comal County Fairgrounds, walk them around for a while. They had to get them on the bus, bring them back to Canyon Lake to play Blanco that evening. And so we don't have to do that. We have the bye, and then we play Blanco, so that's good going into Blanco or going to district fresh. But tonight, shootout, and King Lake has answered the dinner bell, as they say, here late in the fourth quarter with a spectacular throw from McMullen to Green, a one-handed, opposite hand, one hand, which is really incredible. Got a touchdown, got us on the board. We're going to get the ball back for the opening half. So some of the keys from our perspectives on what King Lake needs to do to walk out of here with the W.
Well, first thing that has to happen is we're going to have to stay in coverage with these guys because every play is a big play down for them.
Yeah.
Second thing is we've got to continue to pursue off the line of scrimmage, but the linebackers can't over-pursue. We can't take ourselves out of the play because we know we're trying to over-pursue. 2 times now we've had a tunnel screen or a couple of plays where we've just taken the wrong angle or come out and gotten anxious to make a play and kind of taking ourselves out of the play. And I think the last thing is the offensive line has just got to keep grinding. They're doing a number down there.
They are.
And they really have to keep moving the football and not get down whenever you have a loss or, a bad play. You got to stay in your game plan.
Yeah, they're going to get theirs. The defense will definitely get theirs. The Indian front 4 guys, they're going to get theirs. So, but you're absolutely right. They can't get down. Keys to winning the game?
Mistakes. I mean, this is a game that Canyon Lake is going to have to finish playing perfectly in order to beat a good football team. They talk about the quality of the 5A and the 6A football, but right now you're seeing a heck of a football game, at the 4A and 3A level, and it's because these athletes are playing ball.
Absolutely.
But, as good as Jourdanton is and as fast as they are, they've got an experienced quarterback. He sees the field well. They cannot let down on any play, but you cannot have mistakes. Those 2 mistakes at the end of the half almost cost us. A miracle catch by Jeremy Green puts us back on the paint. But for sure, we're going to have to be smart about how we play football.
I couldn't agree on limiting the mistakes anymore. That's definitely one of the things we need to stop doing is those penalties, and what ate us up last year. Last year, were the most in Canyon Lake history, had most penalties than any team at Canyon Lake. Darren?
Yeah, no, I think mistakes is that, but I think this first possession is going to set the tone, and if they can come out and they can establish something and get on the board and go up, I have to believe that the kind of offense that we run is going to wear down this Jourdanton team, and that fourth quarter could be ours.
One thing I've seen out of Jourdanton tonight is that they have been extremely physical. I mean, they'll flat hit you in the mouth, and they'll hit you in the mouth twice. But we have got to be physical. That's right. We've got to be physical right back, and we have. We have stayed in there and traded blow for blow with them, literally blow for blow. And I think it's going to literally come down to conditioning as well.
Yeah. Nice breeze tonight. It got a little cooler. It's a great night for football out here, and, the conditioning is a big factor. And nights like this, it helps out the football players, as you well know, to not be so hot, steamy, and muggy and just dreadful August, football weather. I agree with that. Winning to the game, I'm still going to hold on to the fact that we need to get a turnover from them, interception or a fumble, and turn that into points and then score on the opening drive that we get it for the second half. And that's my belief. Putting pressure and making Andrus uncomfortable in the pocket is key. He cannot scramble. The secondary's got to cover their own. So, well, we're going to take another quick break and pay some bills real quick, and we'll be right back. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks.
Hey, if you're looking for a plumbing service to do things right the first time, well, look no further than Cowboy Plumbing Services. Cowboy Plumbing Services, owned by Jared and Sarah Criddle here in Comal County, will come out and do your home or business the right way the first time. Give them a call at 830-214-4133 or give them an email at cowboyplumbing@msn.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, they'll do it right the first time. Look them up at cowboyplumbingtx.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, the right way the first time. M36-742.
You may think you can get a good burger almost anywhere around here, but at Baja Barbecue Shack we have a lot more to offer. While enjoying one of our delicious options between Tex-Mex and barbecue entrees, or enjoying a drink at one of our full-service bars,
You and the kids will be well entertained by our live music while overlooking the marina, which is one of the best spots in Canyon Lake to see the beautiful sunset. So come join the Baja family. Find us at BajaBarbecueShack.com or give us a call at 830-935-3122.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
At Lucky Sports Bar and Grill, you won't fail to see the Big Texas personality. Come watch some of your favorite sports while enjoying our great food or an ice-cold beverage from our full-service bar. You can choose between indoor or outdoor patio oasis seating. Lucky's is now open until 11 p.m. every Friday, varsity home games. Go Hawks! We're located at 18100 FM 306, and we're open daily, and you can find our hours at luckysportsbarandgrill.com or give us a call at 830-935-3115.
That Canyon Lake sunset doesn't get old. It's why most of our family and friends want to come visit all the time. The charm and beauty of the hill country, who could resist it? But like you, I don't have room for everybody at the house. The elegant solution is to let Bunkhouse be your guest bedroom. For less than the price of taking them out to dinner, your guest can have a safe and comfortable retreat after long days of exploring the hill country. They even have rooms and cabins to choose from, and the bunkhouse is just a mile away from Canyon Lake High School. So grab your phone and go to bunkhouservpark.com. That's BUNKHAUSRVpark.com. And you can have your guest cabin reserved by the time that sun sets.
Back after the halftime show here. Canyon Lake Broadcasting. Voice of the Hawks here in Jourdanton, Texas, taking on the Indians. 24-21 is the score here as Canyon Lake scored late in the second quarter to get some more points on the board. They'll get the ball on the opening kickoff, and we're proud to bring you this game tonight. I hope everybody's having a good time out there. Thank you for watching. And LJ, Darren, and I, it's excited to be here out on as LJ says, the deer blind, the veranda. I don't know what you want to call it, but we're out here with the King's View. I can tell you that much. So, but now's the time that you've all been waiting for, and all you professional texters out there, don't do it now. I know what you're doing. You're reaching for your phone, but I've got to give you some explicit instructions. And if you text too soon, you're just going to get kicked off. Okay, we're not going to accept it, right? So hold on to your phones. I got to say the whole spiel. We're going to away two $8 Mean Malls gift certificates, which are redeemable at Mean Malls Tacos, and they're located in the Hancock Center there in Canyon Lake, Texas. And we're going to take texter at 210-246-3345. Again, that number is 210-246-3345. We're going to take texters number 10 and 20. Ready, go. Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
That's
on.
Going to do it. Okay.
It's
so
on.
so you're manning the phone banks over there.
Banks over
I got
here.
it. All right.
Yep,
so got you live doing that. Mean Malls Tacos, great place to go. They serve up some mean tacos, and this is a coveted gift. I mean, people want this. This is
Oh, they're out there.
They're from all over. Sometimes you have
like a ravenous pack of wild
sometimes
wolves.
you have the Paulies from Kansas calling in. Sometimes you've got Grandpa Bill from Mississippi. Sometimes you got people from all over trying to come away with these tacos, and quite frankly, they're quite coveted for sure.
Here it is. My fit is blowing up. Okay.
Yeah, Corey is struggling here.
Whoa.
I love this. This makes my day, makes my night every time because Corey is trying to count, and that's tough. It's tough stuff.
Whoa. Man, they are flying in. They are flying in. Professionals. They're professionals.
They are. So I'm gonna let you focus.
Right,
I'm gonna let you concentrate a little bit.
We have winners.
We have winners. That much we know.
We have winners. You can stop texting now.
Because any more will cause Corey to melt down.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
Well, you did upgrade your phone.
Yeah, I did get a 6.
6, so
6S.
it probably can handle the volume, but I don't think
you need to stop.
They either stop. He can't start counting until they stop.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And right now they just keep coming.
Keep coming.
And we're on a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So I know there another 3 to 4 seconds of those taco callers are coming in or texters.
Like a piece of meat in a band of wolves.
Did I mention how good Mima's tacos were?
They are great.
They are fantastic, and they have more than just tacos. They got a great carne asada over there. I love that every time I go in.
Yeah, and sometimes believed to be the breakfast taco place, but make no mistake about it, it is an exceptional lunch taco.
Oh man,
without a doubt. And they have a whole series
now.
a whole series of type of
stop texting.
Corey is going to start crying soon, but I know y'all are enjoying that.
Yeah, y'all doing this on purpose now. To spite me.
Do you really went and bought an iPhone 6 after getting out of the iPhone?
Oh, no, this is a hand-me-down. Everything I have is a hand-me-down.
I'm telling you, getting an iPhone 6 in 2020 is kind of like getting out of the 80s but maintaining a mullet.
Well, but the 4 went into the museum, so you had to give up the 4 because it was the last known 4 that was working in the U.S. Continental. I'm sure outside of the U.S. they still are being used, but in continental U.S. I got to believe.
Yeah, in Mali, Turkestan.
You have winners?
I have winners. We'll make those announcemements at the end of the third quarter, so you got to hang on to find out. We do have 2 winners. And let me tell you, that was a hammering. I just took a beating.
Took a beating. Indeed.
Like a freshman at a senior party.
Yeah, we're getting just to the end of halftime here, and we are absolutely getting ready for some teams to come into the field. Canyon Lake is down in the far end zone, warming up. You've got
142 people
texted,
tried to win this prize.
Well, you know what? It was quite the prize.
Here come the Indians, and they're running out to their 50-yard line. Canyon Lake's taking a prayer, and I'll tell you what, some of the things that did happen for Canyon Lake, right, probably were addressed at halftime. I'm sure of it. And as we have the war hymn, as they call it here, nice stadium by the way. Nice school complex. They got the middle school, the elementary school, they got the softball, the baseball. They revamped everything about 3 years ago, and it's a nice facility. That is for sure. One of the nicer facilities I've seen in South Central and South Texas. That's for sure.
Well, they have a great field, and they have, as you said, the amenities to go along with it. So here comes Canyon Lake onto the field as they come into the strains of the war hymn being played out here. And we have speakers right up underneath our ears, and so
drown that out.
Quite the experience for us.
We have somebody we have winners for the tacos, but I'm going to tell everybody something. We already have winners, so you don't need to text. But here's somebody who says, I'll donate mine to the broadcast crew.
Well,
we didn't win, so
I don't know who that is, but I love you, whoever it is. I mean that in the most sincere way.
I'm calling for a revote.
Maybe
a hanging Chad. Wait a minute, let me see this again.
I need
a
hanging
Chad, man.
Because I'm telling you what, I wish I had a carrier pigeon bring me a taco right now.
I'm telling you, it would go down good.
I don't think he can quite make it up this high.
Yeah, we're up. Nosebleed section.
Right.
Like the guy in the Astrodome, very top, right?
Oh, anything that has to stay up in the air this long, this high, ought to have a tail number on it.
Back deep to receive the kickoff for the opening second half is Jeremy Green, number 7. 30 will be Moss. Pauly will be number 6. Now, Lilly can kick the ball out of the end zone. He did with a little wind at his back a while ago in the first half. We'll see what he's got on the menu for tonight as the opening of the second half of play. Canyon Lake is going to need a good return here from its runners if we do get the ball. It's into a little wind, and it's going to be a squibber downfield. It'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Indians to start off. And I know Coach probably he might would have said, I'll take that versus somebody running it out to the 40-yard line. And Canyon Lake will have it 1st and 10 at the 30. I'm sorry. There we go. It's a little technical difficulties. Canyon Lake, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll bring in Ramey as a double tight end package and we'll see where they left off at the end of the second half. See what coach has got them geared to do. Here we go. Ramey comes up the line. He'll be out to the left side as like a double tight end package. Big slot tees, 7 men in the box for the Indians, and it's a push up the middle, and still on his feet is Moss, and he's behind Garcia and Teutsch. Harwell in the mix as well. That's a huge gain for Canyon Lake, just pushing the pile. Gain of, let's call that 7, 2nd down and 3.
I was going to say, they got to come back with a little more of the same until they stop it. You just keep on doing that. Moss doing a great job of driving his legs and just staying with it.
2nd down and 3, ball at the 37-yard line of the Hawks. McMullen under center. Same play again. Why stop it, right? He gets across to the 40. He's going to make the 40 for a 1st down. Let's see where they got his forward progress. And Teutsch is pushing people out 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. And let's see. They'll mark it at the 40, and they'll move the chains, and that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down. Push the pile. 3.5 yards a time, right?
Back in the days of the wishbone. I mean, Texas, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Bone against bone, and it's just who can run it better.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake at their own 40-yard line. 6 guys in the box, and here comes Moss. He's wide open. Moss has got the 50. He's got the 40. He gets a stiff arm, and Moss still on his feet, the sophomore. Whoa! And a little bit of Jimmy down there at the end of the Moss, who breaks out to the right side across the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, and they'll mark him at the 27-yard line. And that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down.
Moss gets out in space, and he does 2 good cuts to get through there and get free.
Moss again, the workhorse. He's dragged down from behind by number 68 with a good tackle. But he'll still get some positive yards up there. That's Casares, I'm sorry. So he'll pick up about 4, 2nd and 6. Ball inside the 25-yard line, make it the 23. And Jeremy Green will come in for Canyon Lake. Welcome, everybody, out there for the second half of play. We're glad you're listening and watching us out there. We greatly appreciate it. Rivali tight under Green, and dive play, just push forward. Tenzio still pushing, number 62. Tyler Tenzio got under the pad that time, LJ.
He did. He won the pad height war. He gets under number 33, and he just keeps driving. And then the running back gets underneath him and, scores through for another 2 yards.
Tyler Tenzio, the senior, number 62, making that happen along with Harwell. Here comes Ramey, the tight end. He's also our best. He's the defensive end and is a great defensive player as well. It'll be 3rd down and a short one. 2 down territory for Canyon Lake for sure. Here comes Viatric. Viatric looking to get the ball, and Viatric's going to push forward. And he'll get up, and they're still pushing him back. That's a big red pile there. And Viatric, he'll get up to the 22-yard line. So we're going to mark it right at the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for Canyon Lake. 1st down.
It's an interesting thing that the line judge is almost got to say, okay, enough. But, blow the whistle because forward progress had stopped.
Yeah.
For quite some time. It opens up the opportunity for injury and stripping the ball.
Pauly out to the right side, Canyon Lake, and Moss jumps. And the sophomore wanting that ball, and he jumped, and that's going to cost Canyon Lake 5 yards, which we talked about at the second quarter. We talked about the half. Cannot have these types against a good team.
No, you really can't. But you know what, Corey? I will tell you that might have just saved us then because McMullen and Chris did not handle that snap well.
I saw that.
That ball was on the ground, so that dead ball may have saved us a turnover just then. There's no such thing as a good penalty, but that might have been help us out a little bit.
Schultz comes in to have a double tight end look with Green on the left side. Up to the line of scrimmage to go. Very tight splits for the Hawks as Teutsch comes around, fits into the right side. This is one of those short yardage deals, and it's number 30 again, Moss pushing the pile, still going forward. And Moss, the sophomore, getting across to the 14-yard line on a 1st down. He'll get a lot of that back and more.
Kid's running tough. I mean, he just doesn't stop his feet. You know, it's like hitting a blocking sled. And, you know, and they coach that, and they coach that, and they coach that, but very seldom do you see somebody that actually does that in practice.
Yeah.
And every down, Moss just driving his legs.
In comes Chris, the center, number 50. Another tight formation for Canyon Lake. They're filling the box, and it's going to be a play right up the middle. And the flag's on the play, and handoff up the middle. It's a red mass of the blob. He'll take down Moss. See what the flag is.
I'm not really sure. The line judge is over there pointing at the coaching staff for some reason.
Well, maybe he's saying that's a warning. You need to get back. I don't know.
It
could be sideline warning for Canyon Lake, and that was close.
Well, you know, I mean, that was necessary to call.
That's a nice way of saying, hey, man, I can hear you. Second down, and we'll call that's going to be. I'm sorry, it's going to be third down and 8. Canyon Lake 2-down territory. I would have to guess we're in field goal range. In comes Pauly. Coach Moses will take those 2 downs and go for it more than likely. Here come the Hawks again. Tight splits for the Hawks. It's going to be a rollout, and it's a ball up in the air. And incomplete. Pauly almost had it, but Peyton McMullen had number 5 right in his face, giving him the pressure. And somebody missed their tackle or didn't pick up the blitz on Berg.
Yeah, and Peyton getting up a little slow on that play. He kind of took a shot in the ribs. He did get the ball off, but that is a mighty dangerous pass.
Mighty.
I mean, he threw that basically just a jump ball up in coverage.
Well, here goes a 30. Let's see, where's the ball? I'm going to spot the ball back there. That's a 32-yard field goal for Stanley. Got the leg. It's just the wind will play havoc with this kick. He's got to get a good snap and a hold. Pauly, and the ball goes up, and it goes through the middle. Good. What a kick by Dalton Stanley, number 4. We're all tied up as the Hawks get 3 on the board, 24-24.
You know, that was a clutch kick right then, Corey. I mean, that's awfully and especially under pressure. So we're all tied up, 0-0, 8:04 in the third. And, you know, that's exactly what we needed to happen, Darren. We had to get down and score.
Absolutely. That's a big conversion right there. To get that far down there and then come away with no points, it would have been a little disappointing for the Hawks. And another thing they would have to rise up from. But this comes away with a good feeling. And that was not a gimme. It was not a gimme kick by any stretch of the imagination.
That wind's still in our face. I say it died down. It picks up and dies down, but the flags are sticking straight out on the flag post down there on the north side of the end zone. But it'll be number 4 kicking the ball again for Canyon Lake on the kickoff, Dalton Stanley. And back deep will be number 8 for the Indians. That's Tapp, Murata, and Ledesma. Coach is going to give the green light and let him boot this one or put it in the corner. Very rarely does he get to use his full leg, and he gets a little bit with the wind aided here. Nice kick, and I'll put him back at the 5-yard line. Going out to the right side, breaks the 10 across the 15, finds a window, gets into traffic. Maxim wraps him up from behind, along with number 60 on the stop as well. That's his second time, Gunnar Walker. Well, they're going to have good field position at about the 27.
Yeah, nice little 17-yard return. But, you know, actually that works out better. We kick it out of bounds. They take the ball at the 30. I like it.
Yep. All right, Canyon Lake has got to come to a stop here and get an interception. Andrus shotgun. Same formation they had a while ago when they started the game. Number 12 on the carry. Oh, in comes Jeremy Green.
Jeremy Green coming in on a blitz and is able to knife through there and just take the legs out of Cordova.
So we talked about this early in the season. They've come with a star package again where they've got an additional, it's basically a dime package so that they've got an additional defensive back.
Andrus looks for a quick throw. He does. He's got a man in the open. That's Schuchart, the sophomore, complete.
Right in front of Pauly. Just breaks off the route right in front of Pauly. It's tough to defend that.
Yeah.
Thought Pauly was right there in good position.
3rd down and 2.
But a great pitch and catch by the quarterback just shows the timing that he has with his receivers.
Flag on the play. When they line up with with the shotgun formation spread like that, nobody in the backfield to protect Andrus. Okay.
It's like a legal man downfield is what they're calling.
Yeah, legal man downfield. But when they get in that formation, you just saw 92% of the time it's a pass 7 yards or less.
They run that smash route, and they've got two people that are going to the first down marker, and then they keep one kind of underneath. So, they're just trying to get downfield and make yardage.
That'll do it back across the 15-yard line to the 20-yard line, the 3-yard line. 2nd down and about 13. Not a lot of distance to cover for this offense, that's for sure. Andrews, straight drop back pressure. Here comes Ramey, flushing him out of the pocket. Linebacker's up in his face. He's going to get a ball off, and it's caught. And they'll pick up about 4 yards on that. It complete to number 8.
Great job of Andrews just keeping his cool, finding a receiver, because he had a couple guys on him. Ramey, I thought, might have a chance at him, but it certainly flushed him from the pocket.
And it's interesting, they called an audible just then. They went into a press coverage, so Carnes come up and starts pressing on that corner.
3rd down, trips right. Big 3rd down here. Andrews drop back straight, looks for his man. He's not there. He's going to throw the ball out of bounds. And Andrews took a wallop from number 88, Ramey.
LJ, you called that right there.
Yeah.
Carnes comes up in press coverage. It's tight on the receiver. There was just no place for the quarterback to go with the ball. Tried to make a threaded throw out on the sideline, just too far out of bounds.
That's an analysis.
That was a great analysis. And was a great prediction on what would happen there by LJ.
Here comes the kick. Number 2 will be the punter, and that's going to be Colton Schuchart, the senior. Now, Schuchart can run the ball. I'm just saying. Okay?
Well, they've been known to – they've showed it against Pleasanton. They've been known to put a trick player in or two.
No trick play here. High kick, wobbly. Anderson takes the ball. It's wobbling in the air, and he dives on it. Good play by number 19, Anderson, as Dad goes into vomit mode.
Yeah, we're gonna get him up off the ground here, folks, because I'm not sure who was more shaken up by the play.
He went to his knees.
so did his son.
So I'm gonna give you another new word, a big word. It's called defibrillator.
Defibrillator. That's a big syllable. Defibrillator. That's a big word. The biggest word used all night.
I have sold my fair share of those over the years, and
yes.
we could take care of you, LJ, if we needed to.
Well, we almost needed one.
Here comes Canyon Lake up to the ball. 1st and down and 10 from their 36-yard line. Canyon Lake rolling, middle play, and the push again. Number 55 on the stop for the Indian. That's Lugo. He got the ball kicked right in his gut in the first half and returned it for a quick TD.
Well, and again, penetration. Now, this is interesting. When they start shooting gaps like that against this slot team, we've seen teams do this before, they have a tendency to over-pursue. And so what we got to watch for is to see if they're really starting to get aggressive and jump that. And, that's when we can squeeze out a big run or two.
Well, a 2nd down and 8. Canyon Lake staying with the tight formation and the stance as well. Power, power, power. There goes number 30, the sophomore. And, wow, look at the bodies across the field. Pancaked by Deutsch. He absolutely just pancaked. And he has got the cobwebs. He'll get across midfield down to the 48. And that's a Canyon Lake first down.
Nothing gets Eric Deutsch more fired up than a pancake downfield. He loves that. We talked about it on the coaches show earlier this week. And just Shane Moss is showing that aggression the way he runs. I'd love to see that.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake. 8 guys in the box, and this time they stop at the fumble. Holy cow! Oh, wait a minute now. Brett Harwell has the ball, but they said, oh no, what a disaster. Lugo got the ball.
Well, they put a helmet right on the breadbasket of Moss as he was going upfield, and the ball squirted out as he hit that line hard. They had great penetration up front, he said, with Lugo.
Andrews likes to go for it here on 1st down and get a quick turnaround and quick score. They would like nothing better since they got stopped last time out. Look for him to throw the ball here a little bit downfield, perhaps. Or maybe not. Colton Ramey on the stop.
Colton Ramey just comes up and stuffs the runner. There was no place for him to go.
Schuchard on the carry. He'll pick up a yard. It'll be second and 9.
He picked up a yard because Ramey threw him a yard forward. But
second down and 9. And ball at the Canyon Lake 47-yard line. Andrus taking the call. It's going to be a quarterback keep. And there's a rarity that you see. It's a big boy. And the quarterback keep left side. Ramey on the tackle. Be to be a first down for the Indians. Hurry up offense ordered by Coach Andrus. Out goes number 42. In comes number 21 for Canyon Lake. That's Braden Thomas. Trying to keep Canyon Lake on their heels. And there's a quarterback keep. And shedding tackles is the big quarterback. And shed number 44 is Souza, and Souza's not a small man.
Well, Souza hit the hole. He hit him as he was faking the handoff, was able to peel off of that and still get a piece of him. Andrus gets 3 yards on the carry, but nice effort by Souza on the play.
4:26 to play in the third quarter already, second down and 7. It's going to be hand off to Berg. It's to be the big fullback, and Berg takes the corner and gets walloped out of bounds by Jeremy Green. That was a decleater. And he felt that one into next week.
Jeremy Green came up and enforced the run. I mean, he enforced the hit and took Andrus right out of bounds. Whew.
They call that a nice bath.
That's right. He's making his way over to the sidelines trying to figure out what day it is.
Third down, and we'll call 6. Big third down. Can Canyon Lake make a stop? Andrus going to quarterback keep, and here's a jail run. Oh, my goodness. Everybody came on that one. Holy cow. What a blitz by number 9, Brock Coburn, the middle linebacker.
And Colton Ramey, he and Coburn met at the quarterback, and I tell you what, that didn't fool anybody on that dive play, and they were there to blow it up.
A little bit of a twist just then. They bring the linebacker in off the edge, drive the corner down, or
they're
drive
go
the
for
defensive end down.
Yep. Well, they're going to go for it. 4th down and 12. Why not? You're inside right at the 40-yard line. Can Canyon Lake hold? He's going to look for a quick pass. He's got his guy lasered and throws it into the ground.
And that time
Canyon Lake holds.
That time Andrus just overthrows right there. He had a guy. It makes the break. Would have been a tough throw, but he just overthrew it right there and turfed it.
Canyon Lake bend but don't break. If that's a definition of that, I mean, I don't know what else is.
Tell you what, we're sitting here with 3 minutes left here in the third. It's all tied up at 24, but that's a big momentum stop right there on a 4th down and 12 after a big fumble.
Yes,
that could have really changed the momentum of this game, and once again, Canyon Lake just rises up.
1st and 10, Canyon Lake at their own 40. They're going to go it's a quarterback keep, and they sniffed that one out. They saw that play on some videos.
They sure did.
Wow, what a play by number 3 for the Indians.
Well, I remember seeing Coach Moses after the game last week at Beeville and said, "Well, I'll just keep running until they stop it." Well, that time they stopped it.
They stopped it big time. That's a huge loss. That's about a 6-yard loss. Going to be 2nd down and 16 now. That's worse than the penalty, right? I mean, they got a lot of plays up their sleeve. I can guarantee you that. 2nd down and 16, and
dadgummit.
That time Choice jumps.
Now, they're saying he was pointing over there. They keep drawing me off. So that's what thing Coach Drum was complaining about. And, you don't know up here, but I can tell you the coaches, that's why he got that warning over here in the sideline a while ago. He kept yelling at the referee, they're drawing us off, they're drawing us off. So it's going to be way back. And
well, this is a 2nd and forever.
Call that 2nd and 20.
They got to get to the 50-yard line. They're setting at just between the 29 and 30
21 yards.
21.
Pauly split out wide to the left. Ed Rivali's tied up under Schultz on the other end. In motion goes Rivali. Ball downfield, picked off. Number 3, he breaks across the 45. Still on his feet, flag on the play. And he'll break it out to the right. Another flag on the play as the quarterback, Peyton McMullen, lobbed one up, and Number 15 got another flag thrown. That's 3 flags, 4 or 5 flags on the field. All this is coming back.
Oh, yeah, it's coming back. The first one was a block in the back. That one happened right in front of us, so we saw that. Then there was a multitude of other infractions.
There were, but they all came after the interception occurred, I believe. So that the interception will stand. It's just where they'll place the ball when it's all said and done is the question.
Yep. Well, he threw that ball too far up into the wind. Into double coverage.
He got a little greedy. He had a second down and forever. He wanted to try to get it back a little too quick, and threw up a ball. He's thrown a couple up like that in this game where it was anybody's opportunity to take the ball down, and that time Jourdanton came away with it.
Now Jourdanton will have it first and 10 to the 48-yard line. Good return and interception by Gonzalez. Well, here we go again, back to the other side. Bend don't break. It's a battle. It's about 1:44 here in the third quarter, all tied up, 24 all. But that got a little seedy over there, as they like to say. First and 10 Indians. Andrus, straight drop back, looks to the right side, got a man wide open, missed tackle, and that's going to cost extra yards as Carnes misses the tackle again. Number 6 with the reception. That's Lilly.
Lily's the kicker. He's a shifty receiver. Once he gets the ball, he's very dangerous. As you said, he does a little bit of everything on this team.
Yep, he sure does. First and 10 Indians at the 32-yard line. Oh, fumble on the play, and they dove on it immediately. Andrus lost the handle. That's Berg. Number 24 landing on the ball, Borth. 1:20 to go in the third quarter. It's going to be a loss of about 3. Second down and 13. Andrus looks downfield, has a man in his face, wide open is number 8. Anderson makes the tackle, and still on his feet is number 3. That's the guy, Gonzalez, who had the interception. In comes some fresh bodies for Canyon Lake.
Great defense just to keep that stop. Anderson slows him up. Everybody else finishes him off. Swarm tackling. Sometimes it's easier to catch minnows with a net than it is a butter knife.
Third down and 4. Andrus out in the flats. And they saw this one coming in that video, and so did number 19, Anderson.
Now that's the other Anderson, Hunter Anderson.
Carnes makes a great play on the ball. It forces the receiver back inside. Now, as you said,
down.
Anderson cleans it up. Here's 4th and about 4.
4th and about 4. Another big 4th down. Coach Andrus not afraid to go for it like Moses. Battle of offensive coordinators we talked about early. Coach Conway. He's getting the feed over here. We got a one-on-one situation at the top of your screen. That's Schuchart. Going to be a handoff, and he's got some room and makes a cut across the 20-yard line. He'll have the first down. And I'll tell you what, there was a tackle that could have been made there. It would have moved by number 8, running the ball up into the pocket, and that's Tap. Hurry up offense, give it the tap again. It's a quarterback keeper, and Andrus is hit hard by Bowers and Green along with Anderson.
Well, that was actually a double fake, as we like to call it right there. That was number 7 with the ball. Andrus, as you said, it had everybody fooled with the dive of number 8 up the middle.
And that'll be the end of the third quarter. It's tied up 24-all here in Jourdanton, Texas. The Canyon Lake Hawks and the Jourdanton Indians.
But yeah, you got to believe that at this point it's just going to be about heart. They're going to have to play mistake-free, fourth quarter, hard-nosed football. Jourdanton is not backed off the physicality. They are hitting you and hitting you and hitting you, and we're just going to have to eliminate the mistakes, make tackles in space. There's been a couple of good tackles back on this particular series to keep them from getting in.
Yeah, you're right. Well, here's the winner of the Meemaw's Tacos, Autumn Westinghouse and Casey Parma.
Say that again.
Cassie Parma.
Cassie Parma, sorry.
Cassie Parma.
And Autumn Westinghouse. Those are the winner of the 2 gift certificates. Each person will get an $8 gift certificate for Meemaw's Tacos.
Now, I just want to say it's not really a gift certificate. All you have to do is go to Meemaw's.
And they actually have the certificate. They'll give it to you if you want to just get your certificate and leave. Yeah, but
But if you don't want the certificate, you just get the $8 of free food.
Man. Yeah.
There you go.
I like to get.
Show your ID.
Show your ID. Get your driver's license.
Congratulations to our winners.
Yep. Congratulations. Thanks for playing. It's 2nd down and 9. Here's a blitz. And got it off in time. And this is going to be a big gain. Number 12 with the carry and the reception, Jeremy Green. Number 12, nice passing catch by Cordova. Now, they almost had him. They came inches away from having that sack, but Andrus gets the ball off. Nice touch on the pass.
Andrus makes an incredible play. Man right in his face. Somehow gets the ball out. I don't know how.
Flag on the play. Canyon Lake will have too many men on the field as the ball goes forward. Mistakes are taking the best of the Canyon Lake, and it is self-inflicted.
Well, it has not been a mistake-free third quarter, and they start off with another mistake as we begin the fourth here.
Yep. So it'll be too many men on the field for Canyon Lake. Brock Coburn couldn't get off. In comes Shelley. He's a sophomore. It's a new guy to the team. His father is actually one of the vice principals at Canyon Lake High School.
Not Shelley.
Shelley, I'm
Brinkley.
sorry. So this will be against Canyon Lake. Number 51 is his number as he comes in on the field. Sonny Bentley.
Bentley.
Sorry.
We'll get it right eventually.
1st down and goal from about the 3. They'll like to punch these things in. Andrus will roll out. Luke has a man in the far corner and just overthrows him. Pressure that one off to Bowers, LJ.
Yeah, he comes in. Now, this is the advantage you get with this star package is that you can fly a rover in on a blitz. They had a single-man coverage over here on the side. The guy was a little bit open, but Andrus couldn't get it to him. He was under a lot of duress.
Yeah. So it'll be 2nd and goal from about the 4. Canyon Lake looking to get anybody out of the end zone. Here comes number 12, and Canyon Lake gets there on time. It's going to be Ramey and Allman. Now, the whistle is blown.
They do a nice job at
2-yard line.
Nice job of drawing that
on the
up.
play.
There is a flag on the play.
Another flag.
That
I didn't see.
I think they're going to call an offsides here.
On Canyon Lake.
Canyon Lake. Just keep dogpiling here.
Yeah. Wow. Well, they're down to the 2-yard line with the run. So where does this ball get it? Right on the 1-yard line. Canyon Lake with uncanny penalties tonight in this game. It's just going to be a handoff up the middle. The big man, he gets in, touchdown for the Indians. So they score 10:51 to play here in the 4th quarter. They'll go up as the extra point attempt will be tried by Lily, number 6. It is 30-24 right now. And the extra point is crucial. Has no problem at this range at all, even on kickoffs. He's got a great leg. So, here comes the extra point. The snap. Andrus got it down. The kick is up, and it is right through the middle. So, Canyon Lake goes down by 7. 10:51 here to play in the game. 31-34. A battle like we knew it would be. And kind of holds true to what we talked about in the pregame show.
Yeah, this Jourdanton football team has just not got any quit in them. They're going to keep coming at you. It's kind of like watching a lion come over on a hockey match. They just keep coming over the wall. But, you know, they're doing it with their athletes, and we just made some mistakes that have really hurt us, especially deep in your own territory. You know, trying to force some balls when we don't need to, mainly because we had penalties that backed us up.
Fumble the ball. Well, maybe we should be so lucky to get a turnover on them.
Well, that would change the complexion of the game if that should occur.
Yeah. Well, back deep is going to be Paulie, Green, and Shane Moss.
Truth is, we have the athletes to do that, though. I mean, we can make the big play, and we've proven that over and over and over again. So with 10:51 to go in the 4th, I say we're well in this game.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely we are. And he'll get this one out of the end zone with a little wind behind him. All right, so Canyon Lake will get it 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Thank y'all for watching Canyon Lake Broadcasting here, coming to you from Jourdanton, Texas. And we appreciate everybody out there participating in the Meemaw's Tacos giveaway. And we're thankful for Comal ISD and Canyon Lake High School for giving us the support, as well as our sponsors that you see during the commercial breaks. Without them, it would not be possible. And out with the number of viewers that we're getting, we greatly appreciate those as well. So Canyon Lake's got a tall order, and it's called score touchdown and 75 yards. Here comes Canyon Lake up to the line of scrimmage. Just a little bit of different look. It's going to be Moss. Moss takes the ball. There goes Moss. He's off to the races. He's across 50, the 30. It's a foot race. Can they grab him? Fumbled the ball. And did he get across the end zone? Holy Toledo. The ball went out of the back of the end zone. It is not a touchdown.
No, when you fumble the ball out of the back of the end zone, it is called a touchback. Now, the question is whether or not he actually fumbled the ball going into the end zone or if he had crossed the plane. But they're saying he did or had not and fumbled the ball out the back. That was a super huge play. Again, we proved we could make a play. We just had a little mistake.
Man, oh man, oh man. In days like this, it's hard to come your own adversity. The ball will go over to Jourdanton. 10:36 to play. Micah St. John fumbled one time like that. He carried the ball like this with both arms for the rest of his career, and it never happened again.
Well, you talked about 175 yards. You get 74 with 4.5 with the ball, and then they punch it out.
Yeah, 1st and 10, Jourdanton. Canyon Lake looking to get the ball back, obviously. Andrews takes the ball out to the flats. He's got a man wide open, and he gets hit hard by Allman. Pauly was playing back a little far that time. It'll be a first down for Indians.
This is what you're going to expect. You're going to see tempo. They're going to run a lot of smash routes. They're going to try to get 5 and 6 yards every throw and just eat away.
10:25 to play in the game, 31-24. Canyon Lake down. What a play that was a while ago. And in goes motion. It'll be Berg right up the middle, and he is creamed at the line of scrimmage. To be lost in the play of 2. In comes Pauly and number 64 on the tackle for Canyon Lake, making the hold disappear. Kyle Herber. 2nd down and 12. Coach Andrus looking to shut the door in Canyon Lake and put away the Hawks for the night by trying to get a score here on this drive. Fumble on the play. Andrus picks it up. He's scrambling, and they're on him. He's still on his feet, running down there, looking downfield. He's got a man. And I'll tell you, that's rhythm right there.
We talked about that before the game. We knew that Andrews could move his feet. He's not a runner, but he can move around and scramble, and he just scrambled somebody open just then.
That time, Ramey had him in his sights. Good things just continue to happen for the Indians tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Canyon Lake defense coming in, number 12 on the carry. Is tackled by Bowers, came in. Make that Anderson, number 19.
It's going to bring up a 4th down, Corey. They didn't get a first down on that long throw. That was a
Here
third
they come.
down
Here
play
they
right
come.
now.
Andrus with the carry, trying to push across the line. I think he'll get it.
And Canyon Lake just
wasn't ready.
They weren't ready. They didn't set. They didn't come back to the line of scrimmage. And that's just not being ready to handle that offensive play.
Yeah, Canyon Lake is going to have a 1st and 10 given to them by Andrus. He'll make the first down at the 40-yard line. 9:20 to play in the game. And Canyon Lake has come to this game with all the weapons necessary. They have shot themselves in the foot a couple times. Here comes the blitz. Picked up well, man downfield, and picked it out of the air. Number 6, Lilly. Over. They're just picking on Pauly now.
It's a little deja vu all over again. Pauly makes good coverage, and he just catches the ball.
Lilly does a really good job of using his hands and his body to get a little separation at the last minute. When Pauly turns his head, he just bumps him just enough to get that separation so he can go get the ball.
Ramey on the stop. Cordova on the carry. He'll keep things moving across to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Canyon Lake has got to make a stop here and get the ball back if they want to stay in this game. 8:40 to play. And Andrus is in the backfield, shotgun, trips out to the left, twins to the right. It's going to be a short smash pound. See, they throw that short one all the time. This time it's incomplete. I'll stop the clock, 8:30.
Yeah, they tried to hit number 8 on an underneath route. That's tap, and he can't handle it. The ball was there a little high, but he can't handle it. That's a big drop right there. Brings up a 3rd down and long.
Ball 32-yard line at Canyon Lake. If this is the time to stop him, it is now.
You really can't afford him to get any closer with Lily's leg. You know that he has the range on it, and I don't think Coach Andrus would be afraid to kick at this point. Get up by just 1 possession.
That'd be 2 scores under 8:30 if that was the case. So Canyon Lake's got to come up with a big play. And timeout has been called by the Indians. Hey, taking a look at the Canyon Lake defense, and that gives Canyon Lake a little breather as well. So, 8:30 to go here in the game. Down 31-24. It's been a good game.
It's been a good game, Corey, but as you said, I mean, Canyon Lake has had the opportunity to take control of this game a couple times, and it just continued to make some mistakes. A couple turnovers. They've had inopportune penalties. There's been times when they just weren't really ready to handle the up-tempo offense that they were faced, and they got caught with the extra man on the field, or they weren't ready, on that last 4th down play.
Penalties.
I think if there's going to be a difference, Darren, it is the tempo. That seems to be what is causing Canyon Lake to make the most mistakes, is that they're just coming up to the ball and firing off. Well, we're out of position.
You see this at every level, LJ, right? When offenses get into that hurry up, it just puts so much pressure on the defense, and they just can't make the substitutions that they want to make, and the defense just isn't ready.
So it'll be 3rd down, and we'll call this one 7. Canyon Lake looking to bend but not break again. Canyon Lake will go back, and they've got a man out passion. They're going to get him downfield, and flag on the play. They're going to be pass interference against Blaine Carnes. And man, oh man, oh man, that was a fade route to the corner. Number 5, the intended receiver. They're going to call this on Canyon Lake.
That was
Berg.
That was a Berg on the reception, but Carnes thought I had him played well, but he never looked back for the ball, and the flag comes out.
It's a difficult route to cover. It's an out and up. He runs that out, quick out route, and then he goes with the go route.
Coach is not happy. He's all the way out to the numbers, and he.
I think he's going to want to look at that on film.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with what Carnes did, but
I mean, the only thing you can blame Carnes for is he got a little behind him on the up route and just never was able to turn back to the ball. But incidental contact, if anything, I thought.
Yeah. Barth on the carry, just looking to run the clock out. Use up some of that clock with 8:15 to go in the game. And gain of maybe 1, maybe line of scrimmage. Barth, big boy, number 24.
Well, Coach Andrus does not want to give the ball back with any time back to Canyon Lake. He just saw what happened when Seth Moss went 74 yards and gets the ball punched out.
Yep.
That Canyon Lake can score fast.
2nd down and 10 for the Indians. Andrus looking downfield, has a man in the flats, takes him. There's number 5, Allman, on the tackle.
Nice job by Patrick Allman, not getting faked out by that receiver, just stopping him, standing him up. Gives up a couple of yards, but that was a great play on his part.
Very athletic is Allman. So it'll be 3rd down, and we're going to call it 8 this time. I'm sure you're well within range of Lily. And
this is a return to favor right there. We got a guy falling out of his stance. We'll see what they do. I mean,
he didn't
certainly.
Now now
Bentley made a move like he was going, but I don't think he came across the line. We'll see what they call here.
There they go.
It's got to be a little turnabout fair play here. I mean, that guy literally just fell over like a
sack of potatoes. Now they're saying encroachment. Watch, the Indians are clapping, playing against Canyon Lake. Encroachment on the defense.
This is just one of those nights, folks. Wow. And I tell you what, nothing has gone right in this second half outside of the this Really, nothing's gone right in the second half.
I don't even know how that happens. That guy just falls over. I mean, that's an acting job.
Yeah, it's going to be third down in about 4, maybe 3. Here comes Borth. Big hole. He's going to push his body right over.
And they just use the power and the strength of Borth just to get that first down.
Yep, first down for the Indians at the 6-yard line. Wow, I'm beside myself on that last call and also the pass interference call. But as you say, the more you practice, the luckier you get, right? Get some of those calls sometimes. You keep going, you get the defense off balance. And when you make some your own mistakes, hey, great teams can take advantage of that. That's what the Indians are doing here. This is going to be Anderson, the quarterback keeper, and he's looking to get in, and he's going to come up a little short. Jeremy Green laying the wood to him over there on the far side.
Absolutely, this was a tough run right there. Good stop at the 2-yard line.
It'll be second down and goal. Here comes the Indians. Barth will just punch it in and touchdown Indians. 6:30 to go here in the game. The Indians get on the board. Well. What a mastery of offensive coaching by the Indians to get down here. Got a couple of calls. Could have went either way. And you capitalize and you get ahead of your opponent. They are 38-24. Canyon Lake shot themselves in the foot several times. Moss lost the ball. That was a 6-point turnaround. So that's a 14-point swing, as they call it. Kick is up, and it is good. 38-24, 6:31 left. So Moss doesn't lose the ball. It's a different game, baby. That is unbelievable.
Well, you know he's
I've seen that
heartbroken.
once in my career.
You know he's heartbroken. I mean, that was literally a super tough run, 74.5 yards. He's going into the end zone. You know, and the guy gets a hand and makes contact on him, but you know that's not going to be the difference maker, though. The difference maker is when you're down here deep, or you know, and you're getting penalties to give them 3 yards for a first down.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Lily will kick the ball out of the end zone. I'm going to guarantee that one. Keep Canyon Lake at the 25. No chance of run back. That'll be the order of the day for that. And back deep will be Moss and Pauly and Green. 6:31 to go here. Got a lot of football still to play. Canyon Lake can score quick.
Well, we saw the quick strike ability in the last series with the ball.
Unbelievable. Here we go, Hawk fans. And I'm sure Lily will take it out. Very talented athlete. And he does. So Canyon Lake just like that as Jeremy gives the ball back to the ref. The first and 10 at the 25-yard line, and McMullen and crew have their work cut out for them.
6:31 left in the game. They need to score twice. It's going to be a tall order.
But doable.
First play from the line of scrimmage, they go 74.5 yards. I mean, they've got this in their bag. They just have to execute.
Here come the Hawks. Out is Green and Pauly. Shotgun for Canyon Lake, a new look. Here comes a blitz on the outside. Packers are showing it, and it's going to be a run, and that's going to be a draw play to Moss, and that got maybe a yard. Oh! You know, they've let them do that 3 times tonight.
Yeah, that's a mighty slow whistle on the other side of the ball. And this is
I'm not sounding like
on a
sour
regular
apples
basis.
here. Sour apples, but, hey, that's a penalty. Too many men on the field. Well, no, the coach called timeout. God, his coach called timeout right there next to him. Well, that's a call. It saved him.
Saved him first down anyways. Because great rollout and connection over to big tight end guy. Ramey that's playing tight end or strong end.
All right, we got a timeout here.
Well, it's going to be a little bit of a gut check, Darren.
It absolutely is right now. You got 6:04 left here in the game, and it's going to be a gut check, and they need to score quickly here in order to give themselves an opportunity.
Yeah, and a lot of times the accusation on the slot T is that you can't score quickly. However, we have seen Canyon Lake score quickly and do a really good job. So, it's going to be about execution in plays, no mistakes. We get down, score quickly, get the possession back in our hands, which we've shown that we can do. Score again, turn this thing around. You don't think you're out of it at 6:04 left to go. We didn't think
there's a flag on the side of the plate. There's a flag on the far side of the field now.
Now, what could that be?
He's pointing over to coach, and now he's talking to Coach Drum again, and it's going to be a personal foul against Canyon Lake. That's going to be a bench foul.
This guy has had the flag out of his pocket on that bench several times. That's a little bit ridiculous after a timeout. I'm not really sure what's going on with this guy.
Well, I don't know. Bill Green is livid.
I'm telling you what, man, they are totally.
Wow. I have not seen that. I've been here since day one.
And no argument against the coaches. I mean, they're really just out there fighting for their guys.
Yeah, it's
second and 25.
Second and 25. Canyon Lake shotgun. It'll be Peyton McMullen looking downfield. He's got a man open and into the hands of Beatrick. But I mean, between everything been going on now, it's getting chippy down there.
Well, you can't lose your cool, and that goes for the players as well as the coaching staff. It's one of those things. Sometimes you disagree with something that happens on the field, and you got to learn how to manage it.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is the new rule with COVID land here is that you'll notice they're outside of the white. They're beyond the white. They can get. Used to, they had to stop at the 25-yard line.
Their defensive coach is right here on the 12-yard line.
Right. They can go as far as they want in COVID land, so they gave us a sideline infraction a while ago, and there is no such thing.
Third down and long. McMullen's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He'll find – and why he didn't go out of bounds, I don't know.
Yeah, that was one he should
There goes the flag up in the air at about the 25 or 15. Now,
well, it looks like the
wait a minute, personal
really
foul against the Indians. Now the Indians have a penalty. You got to be kidding me. Personal foul. Don't know what the call is, but it comes with an automatic first down.
Well, there's a little, late play, extracurricular stuff.
Always gets chippy down there.
Late in the game, and tempers flare a little bit.
Well, it'll be 15 yards and a first down wherever the ball will end up. I'm not sure who's doing what, but 5:46 to play in the game. And they're going to mark this one all the way down to the 29-yard line. Now, that was a personal foul. Was it after a dead ball foul? No, it's a first down. And that's going to be a Canyon Lake first down.
So that's a little bit of redemption. So we get one back. All right. We just lost a little time. Time is not our friend right now.
5:46. 38-24. In comes Teutsch. We'll need that guy. Second clock's down to about 8 seconds. They got to get this play off. 5 seconds. Rivali in motion, jet sweep. Rivali stopped, and Rivali, instead of going towards the out of bounds to try to make the corner, he stayed inbounds and got caught up in the traffic.
In linebacker tackling practice, what they're teaching you is to take an inside position, so if that guy tries to make a move, you're still there. That linebacker played that perfect. That was absolutely perfect tackling
Heck of a
technique.
play. And he moved down the line as per order. Second down and 12, Canyon Lake. 5:14 to go in counting. Rivali in motion this side, backside Chap Green. Jeremy Green with the ball. We don't see him much. And he fumbles the ball. And it's picked up by Jourdanton. And that's a live fumble. And they're still on the ground, and it's a fumble by Jeremy Green getting through traffic. And there's some men down on the field for the Indians. 56 getting up a little slow. And Green had the first down and more, and it got yanked out of his hand.
Yeah, it just a little bit loose with the football, but it was a well-designed play, a well-executed play. He got out in space and just got hit on the ball.
Canyon Lake has fumbled 3 times this game, and so number 56 shaking up on the plays. He's coming off field.
Yeah, and that's their guy that wreaked so much havoc against us.
Yeah, he did. I hope he's all right. He's just walking with a little limp. That's Paredes. So it's 1st and 10. The Indians at the 27-yard line of Canyon Lake. 4:56 to play in the game. Andrus shotgun with Borth. Quarterback blitz. Ball up in the air. It's going to be a jump ball and knocked out of bounds. Pauly getting one back on this time. Lilly incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 4:51. So
Pauly doing a great job on that
personal
play.
foul on the Indians. The flag or holding. So this is going to go against the Indians. Put them back across the 30-yard line. 10-yard, I believe, I think was a call holding. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. It'll be first down again. And it was a holding call. Spotted the foul, so it'll be first down again and about 22. Right into there. Bentley, flag on the play again. Number 51, the sophomore, the new move-ins, Dad's one of the vice principals of Canyon Lake. He came in there and made that play happen. Flag on the play, so we're going to look at this one more time. It's going to go against the Indians. 4:40 to go in the game. Canyon Lake liking the fact that they're going backwards with some penalties and stopping the ball, but we need the ball.
Well, it is keeping 4:40 on the clock, so all of this activity back and forth. Shockingly, there's still ample time to do something if you get the ball back.
Penalty was declined. Here comes the rush. Andrus wide open, right side. It's number 8 with the reception. Patrick Coleman, the outside linebacker, covering it, and that's tap. Pick up a yardage chunk of that back. It'll be third down and about 10. Let's see where they finally put the ball down.
Good coverage by Almond. They just that little short route like that is hard to defend.
Yep.
Jeremy Green coming and cleaning it up.
Third down and 10. Andrus looking for direction from the OC, Conway. Straight back, rolls out, wants to go way downfield, doesn't have anybody there. He's going to scramble, go through his progressions, and get the short man. Number 8 with the taps again with the catch. He's inside the 15.
Same thing. Andrus is scrambling to get somebody open, and he buys himself enough time to where somebody can squirt out. It's funny,
Flag on the play back here at the 30.
Oh, wow. Jourdanton likes this short side of the field.
Yep.
They've been doing this all night, and you kind of saw that in film. They like to work on this short side, near side, and it's designed that way. He's not looking back across the field to throw across.
4:09 to play. Flag was holding. Timeout has been called by Jourdanton. 4:09 to go, and it's going to be third down and about 15 when we come back. Well, guys, came down here. We had some offensive moves. We've kind of shot ourselves in the foot all night tonight. Self-inflicted a little bit.
Well, we talked about playing, smart, mistake-free ball. That hasn't happened tonight.
No.
I mean, the fact that you're really in this game, have been in this game, but you just made a whole host of errors is the difference in this game.
A lot of the errors are aggressive. I think that Jourdanton has come in with a really good game plan. They do some things on the line of scrimmage to cause people to jump. They've been able to make some plays when they needed to. We've jumped off sides a little bit and cost ourselves.
And I don't want to take anything away from this Jourdanton team. They're a really, really good team.
Oh, yeah. They're going to do well in the playoffs. You got Andrus roll back, looks downfield, wants to go long, pulls up. Same route as a while ago. Different outcome. That's Lilly again dropping the ball. make that tap 8. Bowers, the outside linebacker, making the coverage. Stopping the clock again at 4:03. As much time as we've been talking, we've only lost about 47 seconds.
Yeah, it seems like we've played an entire quarter and we've only lost a minute and 45 seconds.
So
off the
4th
clock.
down and 15. But you're right, LJ. It seems a lot longer. So they're going to go for it. Why not? You're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. And you can make a statement here if you're the Indians. Andrus, straight drop back, blitz, man downfield, and it's going to go out of bounds. And although caught by Anderson out of bounds,
nice hands by Anderson on that ball out of bounds.
Little coverage over the top. Nice job, but that's exactly the stop we needed. Now we've got to have a very quick score. We've got to do something that's pretty dramatic. But you don't have to create a play to do that. We can use our offense in order to make those big plays. We've made big plays running our base offense tonight. That ball that Shane Moss bust loose for 74.5 yards, that's 349. That's a dive play. I mean, we've run that for years.
It'll be 1st and 10, Canyon Lake at their own 32-yard line. 3:57 to go in the game. McMullen drops back. He has a man way downfield, and he was open, and that wasn't the one I was talking about. It was Schultz wide open. I mean, Schultz had no one around him about where the J was.
Yeah, so, this 3-4 offense, they've got corners on the edge, and they're trying to play the run, so it basically puts the safeties on halves. In the background, they flood the area. They flood that zone with 3 receivers, and Tanner Schultz was out there by himself.
Yeah,
I mean, he could have made some tacos and invited people over for dinner in the time he had.
2nd down and 10. It's going to be McMullen rolling out to the right side, and they're going to hem him in. Not the play they were looking for, but it'll stop the clock. A gain of about a yard, 3:42. Well, it's a nice, cool night. It's a great Friday night lights game, and we're glad to be here to support Canyon Lake Hawk Athletics. Football's tonight's venue.
Hope everybody's enjoyed the new cameras. They get new shots. Doing things a little different tonight.
Yep. Here comes Chris up to the line of scrimmage. Carnes and Jeremy Green split out left side. On the right is Ramey. Shotgun rolling out to the left. And short hopping that ball is McMullen. Blaine Carnes is wide open. He just short hopped him, got the Jimmy leg feet, didn't set him, and put it in the dirt.
Tried to overthrow that a little bit. Trying to laser it in sometimes, and sometimes you just need to feather it out there for him.
That's a difficult throw, too. He's rolling out to his opposite side, so he has to set his feet and turn. Had him. I don't know if Carnes had it out to the 1st down marker, though.
He was about the 45-yard line. Punt formation would be Pauly. He'll want to get this one off. End over rugby-style kick. It'll roll and bounce. Lilly will take it, make the first man miss. And there goes Lilly. He gets tripped up by, I think that's Sozo. Wait a minute. Anderson had a shot at him. That was number 64, Kyle Herber, I believe, making the final stop.
Go ahead. One of the things they tell you on the punt coverage is that when you get down there, if you're pursuing that pass, you're on a dead run. You got to break down in front of that guy or he'll slip past you. And Anderson's down there. He's making an aggressive play. They just squeezed past him.
We got any scores out there from our district?
Scores. You want scores.
Scores out there.
I guess we.
Lampasas did not play China Springs tonight due to COVID on the China Springs side. Borth with the power run up the middle, brought down by Souza. And timeout has been called by Canyon Lake at 3:17. And that'll bring the defense to the side. So, COVID. China Spring had some kind of COVID issue, I believe. And so the game wasn't going to be played tonight. And that was as of yesterday. But don't know if they have.
No, I think there was a couple of cancellations. Of course, you're not really supposed to talk about why. I think Mineral Wells, one of my old arch rivals, I noted that they had announced a cancellation.
Wimberley came on and held off Fredericksburg 21-20.
Wow.
That was at Wimberley.
That's 2 close games that Wimberley has had.
LaGrange, who we played 2 weeks ago, I believe, beat Taylor 48-20.
Taylor's still on the upswing of returning their team to greatness.
And then Burnett Bulldogs go down tonight to Brownwood, the Brownwood Lions, 36-22. That's the action in the district.
Brownwood Lions, Gordon
Here
Wood
comes
country.
Borth on the carry, slips a tackle, gets out to the outside. Green's all over him, and Anderson finishes him off. But Borth, on the biggest run of the night for him, gets across to the 39-yard line of Kenya, or 41-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, outside of that first
3 minutes to go.
Outside of the first possession of the first in the half, in the first half, they've kept Borth pretty well hemmed up tonight. But he's a power back, and this is late in the game, and it's just that's a fatigue factor, I think, right there.
Yeah, movement on the line. Well, the guard moved. Oh, big play out to the side. He's got potential here. In comes Canyon Lake making the tackle on Tad.
Anderson up on the play and pushes him out to Coburn. Coburn takes care of business.
And that's the end of that. It'll be stopping the clock at 2:38. 38-24 is your score. Well, Canyon Lake, this is the one of the games they'll go back and said, I wish I could play them again. We made so many personal mistakes. And like I said, you can't make those kind of mistakes when you play a good team. Here comes the outside linebacker blitz, the opposite side. Coburn misses the block. Actually got blocked when he was making the tackle. And timeout Canyon Lake at 2:30.
A few more scores around the old area. We've got the Bernie Greyhounds go down. They lose to Sweetwater.
Wow.
Sweetwater Mustangs put it on 40-35.
And Bernie was ranked like number 6 in the state.
Seven according to the board that I'm looking at right
now.
We had the Beeville, who we played last week, beat Somerset 34-13. Lavernia puts it on to Gonzales 47-16. And then Uvalde goes down to Comfort. Comfort Bobcats go up for a 34-21 win.
There you go. Well, 2:30 to go here. Coach got a break for his boys off to the side there. And it'll be third down and about 2. They'll have to make the 31-yard line for the first down.
It's 2:30 left. This has been the longest 6 minutes in a football game that I've seen in a long time.
I'm telling you, some of the faithful here on the Indian side are even making it to the exits. As Borth gets the ball, looking for that first down, he'll power ahead and make it. He'll land about the 30-yard line.
Just a punishing run right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he lowers his head and gets his legs behind him, he can really move the ball. And that's something we talked about. Our own guys, Shane Moss has been running that same way all night tonight, just lowering his head and making something happen.
Yeah, so Canyon Lake will have it a stiff order here at 2 minutes to go. It's going to be first and 10 at the 30-yard line, and at this point the Indians are just looking to get out of here with the win and no injuries. And so they'll milk the clock as long as possible.
They'll let that clock go all the way down to as low as they can go, and walk out of here with a victory.
Big victory for them, in the sense that they played their game. They made the other team, us, make some mistakes. We made our own mistakes, but bringing down the Hawks. I mean, in 2017 we went 2-2 in the first 4 games, and after the Giddings game, we came back and we ended up running off 11 straight victories. And I'll tell you, it was a heck of a season after that. A lot of people got healthy. Canyon Lake will go into a bye and get healed up, as it were. Elijah Cummings may be back. We haven't seen him since practice.
Elijah Johnson,
I'm sorry. And then so we've got some other people on the injured list as well.
Bates will be back.
Bates will be back. And so Canyon Lake will have some of its speed demons back and some of his bulk back as well. So we got to lick our wounds, come back, and we'll face Blanco. I'm not too worried about Blanco, other than they run the wing tee, and we'd always have a hard time with Blanco, but we don't have to have that Comal County hangover, as they call it. So.
Well, absolutely. That the bye week comes probably at a pretty good time for Canyon Lake. Look, this was a really good team that they played tonight, but a beatable team, and I think they'll look back at the tape and they'll say, "Gosh, we gave away at least 3 scores in this game."
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, they did. So it's second and 10. Andrews just looking to give it to Bort to rack up some yards for him as he comes across, flag on the play. Bort's still on his feet, and he's tackled by Brock Coburn. So it'll be a flag back here in the backfield, and that really doesn't make a difference in the game. But
I think it'll be a hold on the Indians, as once again Ramey was in the backfield.
Well, guys, it's been a good game. I wish we could have won. Well, we appreciate you viewers out there giving us the text from where you're coming from. I got the McCoys out there. I did see them. The guy whoever was going to give us the tacos said, "Hey, man,
well,
why didn't I win? I was trying to give us y'all some tacos."
He didn't win.
I didn't know who that was.
We play fair up here. We play fair by the rules.
I sure could use a taco right now.
Oh, I'm telling you what, man.
Taco sounds really good.
Yeah.
Victory formation.
We're up here. We have a borrowed table and another of our own table. 1 chair for 3 people. So,
Yeah.
Or 4 people, does that matter?
Yeah, the last time I stood in line this long, I was waiting for OU tickets.
Jesus. Last time I stood this long in line, I was trying to get Van Halen tickets. Which I got. Well, this will be the countdown. TJ over there working the camera all night. Thank you, Mr. TJ, for doing your camera work, Mr. Professional. And
did a great job.
Darren putting it all together, putting all the wires and all the functioning.
There were some wires
things,
here tonight.
LJ coming in with his one-liner at 35 seconds into the program. And me plugging in some stuff and using
it always makes you feel good when the IT director here at Jourdanton High School comes by and says, "Wow, you guys got quite the setup here."
Yeah, quite the setup. Quite the setup. Well, that's the end of the ball game. Canyon Lake will go 2-2. Jourdanton will go 3-1. 38-24 is your final score. Now, they're saying there's a second or 2 left on the clock, and there is.
Well,
and
okay.
Canyon Lake wants to take advantage of that, and I spoke too soon.
I'm not really sure what you take advantage of.
I don't know, man.
I guess you can always practice one more play.
There is a second. Should be, I think, 2 seconds was the differential. 15.
15. Oh, it was 15 seconds. Well, we could do a lot with 15. You get two plays off on that. So.
Oh, well. So we can score.
I like the small town feel. You got the timer, the clock guy. It's the coach just yells up, "Hey, put on 15."
You just scream.
You just don't get that over in the big cities,
No. You get it all here on the sidelines.
Nice facility though, really is.
Lovely.
The whole campus, man, really. Junior high, high school, all right here. Elementary school, big sports complex over yonder, past the parking lot, softball, brand new stuff.
Well, and then there's a good small town atmosphere. I mean, they're really behind their Jourdanton Indians here.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Well, they talked about the fact they had a big win against Pleasanton. They had not beat Pleasanton, as you said, Corey, since
1957?
Since
1955.
Eisenhower administration.
That's right.
Well, by golly, they did it this year in fine fashion. 21 seconds to go. McMullen's going to drop back, throw downfield. Got Pauly pass complete, and Pauly gets tackled at about the 47-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 12 ticks. Here comes the ball up to the line of ball before they blow the whistle. Snap the ball.
No timeout.
Throw it down to the ground. That'll stop 8 seconds. Well, that's a quick 3 seconds.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure how it goes from 14-8 on a spike. I mean,
it went from 14 seconds to
time flies in New York and Jourdanton, Texas. But, oh well.
Thank you, Mark Robinson. Mark Robinson said what a great game we did. So thank you, Mr. Robinson.
No, the boys played great. I mean, they really did. We had a few things that did not go our way, but other than that.
So it's going to be first down, Canyon Lake. McMullen draws back, 7 seconds, looks downfield, throws. He's got Jeremy Green in and out of his hands. He'd have gained a few yards. Well, that'll stop it with 3 seconds.
Probably better he didn't catch it at that point. I don't think he could have probably gotten out of bounds in time. One more play.
Do I dare say Hail Mary?
Hail Mary.
Yeah, I don't.
He said, TJ says, look, it's time to wrap this game up. He's a hurting man over there. Needs a break.
Well, this will be the last play unless it's on the defense. Pauly split out with Green. On the left side will be Blaine Carn. Shotgun Moss goes in. He's going to look way downfield. He's got a man in his face, and he's going to air this one out. A long ball for Pauly and incomplete. And that is in the end of your game. The Canyon Lake Hawks final score 38-24. Well, we appreciate you watching us out there. It's Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks. Thank you, Comal ISD, Canyon Lake High School, and the faculty and staff. We greatly thank y'all for supporting us. Thank you, the viewers, and our sponsors. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, voice of the Hawks. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you're looking for a plumbing service to do things right the first time, well, look no further than Cowboy Plumbing Services. Cowboy Plumbing Services, owned by Jared and Sarah Criddle, here in Comal County, will come out and do your home or business the right way the first time. Give them a call at 830-214-4133 or give them an email at cowboyplumbing@msn.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, they'll do it right the first time. Look them up at cowboyplumbingtx.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, the right way the first time. M36742.
You may think you can get a good burger almost anywhere around here, but at Baja Barbecue Shack we have a lot more to offer. While enjoying one of our delicious options between Tex-Mex and barbecue entrees, or enjoying a drink at one of our full-service bars, you and the kids will be well entertained by our live music while overlooking the marina, which is one of the best spots in Canyon Lake to see the beautiful sunset. So come join the Baja family. Find us at BajaBarbecueShack.com or give us a call at 830-935-3122.
Well, Canyon Lake Broadcasting coming back to you. LJ Anderson, Darren Listurgeon, Corey Marcelli, TJ Bain working the camera. Well, guys, we go down 38-24 in a game we probably should have, could have won with too many mistakes inflicted on our own foot. And sorry about that.
Yeah, we did have a few penalties that hurt us, but we also had some things. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
We had literally two plays that go for scores that were over the top of fingertips on actually aggressive and solid defense. We did a lot better job of tackling in space this week. And we actually ran the ball. I'd tell you that I think our offense did as well as we have in the past. We did it with our number 3 sophomore running back, guys.
Yeah.
So
he made an impact today, earned his stripes.
He made a super impact. So, we definitely made some mistakes, but we also played aggressive, tough football. It's the kind of thing that you can go in as a coach and say, you know what, we can fix this going into district and make an impact.
Absolutely. Well, we'll go to the bye coming out to next week. But, Darren, final shot?
Well, just a great game. Look, it was well fought, hard fought, and, enjoyable to watch. And, again, you hate to come away with a loss with a bunch of some turnovers and things like that. But they'll learn from it. They'll come back. They'll lick the wounds. Got a bye week, and look forward to the next game against Blanco. And we'll be there.
Next week you can catch us, the Coach's Corner, every Monday night at 6:30. You want to tune into that. That'll be on YouTube. And then we do a podcast on YouTube as well. That's Wednesday at 7. We talk about the Sports Scoop. But the Coach's Corner will be on Monday. We'll have a bye. Next time, we'll be at home. So we'll wrap this one up, 38-24 final score. We thank everybody out there. And take care, God bless, and good night. Safe travels home.